Hey, 25 by 30. How's it going? Just trying to figure out how this whole live thing works. I don't know. I don't know how all this stuff works. I'm very new at this. Just got a computer to try this today, so this might be a thing we do once in a while. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it, but figure it'd be cool to talk to some people, figure out some stuff once things start. Once people start popping in, maybe some people will say hi or whatever. So, so yeah. If anybody wants to talk about anything or questions or anything about anything going on the channel or anything going on anywhere, car stuff related or whatever, um, definitely let me know. Trying to figure out how to share the link so I could have potentially more people. Still trying to figure out how this StreamYard stuff works right now, but we'll see how that goes. I'm looking on my phone trying to figure out some stuff as we go. Do the hashtag in the title. Oh, the how do I do that? Yeah, now I can do that. Cool. Let's try that. Got the hashtag No Name Nationals talk on there. So I don't know if anybody wants to talk about No Name or anybody wants to talk about much of anything. Put it in the comments. I'll try to figure out how I can get more people in. I don't know yet. And can you 25 by 30? Can you hear me? Okay. Is that working? If anybody is okay with the audio, let me know. I don't know if there's anything good or bad. Just haven't done this before, so definitely let me know. Yes, okay, good. Trying to figure out how I can get more people, but I don't. My computer's not wanting to let me do that. It's not wanting to let me put a link. Nope, that sucks. Because I have a link, but it won't let me put the link to join the thing in the comments. Um, but by any means, if anybody wants to join the live stream, be up on screen, or even just audio talk, um, maybe put your email in the comments, and I can email you the link if that's something anybody is interested in. So you got a notification. Got a notification for what? Hey Don, how's it going? 25 by 30. You got a notification for what? Let me see what's going on. Oh, you got a notification that I went live. Well, that's good. That means something's working. Hey, mostly old parts and rust. How's it going? Yeah. I think I'm live right now, and then there's one or two other people that are actually live right now too. I don't know if Uncle Tony's still live on his Wednesday night tech talks, but definitely there's a few out there right now. But yeah, if anybody wants to talk about anything or put anything to talk about in the comment message board thing here, let me know. I could definitely talk about anything, or if you want to talk about No Name Nationals. Oh, Tony is done. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be. Oh, I missed that one. Hi, John's Rusty Relics. I don't think I've seen you on here before, but welcome. If you're new to the channel, consider liking and subscribing and all that fun stuff. It's the first time going live. I'd like, realistically, I'd like to do this probably once a week, once every 10 days or something. Just talk about some stuff, talk about Mopar stuff, talk about No Name Nationals, talk about anything. What car am I building? 25 by 30 asks. So I'm doing a 1966 Belvedere 2 is what it is. Long story short on that, my grandpa had a 1966 Belvedere that he purchased right around the mid 80s. It was a former drag car. And he actually undid all of the drag racing side of it, but it was a drag car, and I'm kind of recreating the drag car side of it. It was white with, it was actually blue interior, but it had just a single black bucket seat in it. So that was kind of an interesting thing there. I'm going to do it white with black interior. It's going to have a super stock hood scoop on it. It's going to be 440 powered, just like the original was. It's going to have 456 gears, just like the original was. So it'll be pretty cool. It'll be reasonably fast. They say the original car was mid 12s. I don't know, mid low 12s. I don't know if that's accurate or true or not, but definitely looking forward to getting that out to No Name Nationals. I've got a couple of things going on with that. Couple call outs, looking to race Bigfoots and Mopars. That would be a fun one. Just Mopar Joe if we get time. I know he's got a lot of stuff lined up. Unfortunately, I'm MoparNet. You're always watching my stuff, and now you get to watch it live. If anybody wants to join the live, for some reason it won't let me put the link to join into the comments. I don't know why that is, but if anybody wants to join, put your email or some way I can send you the link, and then you could actually join and be on screen if you wanted to, or you can just make it a black screen and do just audio if you want. But anyways, back to the No Name Nationals. That I'm doing is doing the 66 Belvedere. And I did have a race lined up with Jim Bennett. Unfortunately, we all found out today that he has passed away. Unfortunately, I consider Jim a friend, so that's very unfortunate for many reasons, because we lost a well-known car guy within our kind of community, I guess you could say. But that's just kind of what does happen, unfortunately, sometimes. But anyways, kind of moving past that. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Oh, Don says he's the number one spectator here, and his wife is here too. You got 2 for 1 going. 25 by 30. Yeah, it won't let me paste in the... For some reason, it won't let me paste the link into the comments. I don't know why. It won't let me control click. It won't let me do anything. It just lets me click on the comments as if I'm going to type something. So why that is, I'm not sure. Actually, let me try something here. If I can actually probably just take a picture of the link and just type it out by hand. That's the crappy way of doing it, but it might work. John Wilburn doing a live Friday, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what is in that, but definitely going to be watching that. 25 by 30 asked Don if he's going to Carlisle. I myself have never been to Carlisle. I want to. Private chat. How do you do that? No. Won't work. But I can type it out the hard way. I'm used to typing on my phone. I'm not used to this. Nope. / Let me get this right. StreamYard.com / Oh, it's fine. Well, Barnett, I don't know how to do this either. Y7. Yeah, I've never been to Carlisle. It's kind of far for me. I'm in Minnesota. Y7. WCN. Let's see if that works. No, I doubt it. Unless you copy and paste that into a browser, it's not showing blue like a link. Howdy from North Dakota. Okay, well, reasonably close there. I don't know any North Dakota guys that are into stuff like this. I just haven't run across very many. That worked. What worked? It worked. I'm lost. What worked about it? I'm not seeing anything show on my screen, at least. Oh, the link is showing as blue? It shows black for me. Okay, well, that's good. So yeah, if anybody wants to jump on, you can try. I don't know how it works. I've never done this before, so be a little bit of trial and error. Let's see. Hey, Don. Let's see. Let me try to get this right.
Oh, there you go. Figured it'd be easier to figure
Audio's
out
not
if we
working.
had
Hold on.
somebody on the other end. Hello, Watson.
Oh, their audio's working now.
Well, Uncle Tony was over, and it's like, who? It's like, who? Where's the after party? Let's go see who's doing them live. And here we are.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, why not?
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing else to do. It's just starting to rain. It's going to rain all the way through tomorrow. So,
oh, same here.
boss called a rain day already, so I don't have an alarm clock in the morning.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, it's been rainy here in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's springtime weather.
The rain doesn't bother me as much as everything being all muddy.
Mud. I get it. I got a concrete pad I want to put out here. Boss has to get his tractor down here so I can get down to grade and I can fill in the gravel. I can tie the mesh. I can form the form.
Mhm.
I just need it dug out.
Yeah.
But it'll happen. I've been bugging his ass. He knows.
Yeah, I've got some concrete here and there, but main thing I gotta do is I gotta completely media blast a car, and I do water blasting, so it makes a muddy mess on top of there already being a muddy mess. So it just more crap that I need to deal with.
Yeah, I just keep mine running. That's all. I gotta get this. I gotta get this concrete pad. I gotta get her up. I got two Valiants. I got a carport for the one, and the other side I'm parked on plywood, and I got it covered up with a solar cover for a swimming pool. But winter's over. The cover's trashed. It's going to the garbage guy on Tuesday morning. But I gotta air out. The floors are wet. The door seals never were good from the factory.
No.
62 Valiants.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I don't have anything that old.
Well, they're road toads. You don't see them out in the wild anymore.
No. The oldest thing I got is 66.
Well, my uncle had them, and he had two of them, and I bought the one, and a couple years later, he more or less made me take the second one. He gave me such a good deal, I couldn't turn them down. And they're twins. They're both white. They both 4-door. He made Continental kits for them. He did it for weight transfer on the one. The one's factory, and the other one's got a 440. So, and to look at him, you'd think that was the same car.
Yeah.
So he'd pick a fight with the one and then come back with the other.
Yeah, I'm in the process of selling a bunch of cars. Is all I'm doing right now. Gotta go buy more stuff, but gotta sell more stuff first.
No, I'm just trying to keep these from rotting out from underneath themselves.
There he is.
All right, who do we got here?
Moparnet.
I heard about your 62s.
I'll be right.
My uncle was selling them, or one, years ago, and it's like, yeah, hell yeah. I heard about it for 10 years. He put a 440 in a 62 Valiant. He lives in Ohio, and I'm in Pennsylvania, and our reunion was in West Virginia. And I always heard about this car, never seen it. Then he was selling it. He's going to sell it to my brother. I'm like, fuck that. I want dibs. It's like I told him, like, I'll have cash for you in 2 weeks.
What's it got? A 318 poly in it?
440.
440? Cool.
Just
Even
an
better.
RB 440. It's nothing fancy, just a big motor and a little car.
Yeah, well, those RB 440s are good motors. There's nothing wrong with those motors.
Well, you put it inside a 2,800-pound car. The 7 1/4 didn't last very long, he told me.
Oh no, it's not gonna last. Even though it's a low compression, there's a lot of torque on that engine.
I know. I've gone through enough tires on it already.
Oh yeah.
I got two of them. They're 35,000 mile motors. They're cherry inside.
Well, this has a 245 gear, so once I get them rolling, it doesn't take long to get them warm.
Oh yeah.
It's like you see these guys doing burnouts doing 100 miles an hour. It's like, you can do a burnout at 45 miles an hour. You don't have to totally turn it into liquid rubber. That shit gets
instead of 456s, will do it at a low mile per hour.
That's what's going in the Belvedere, Moparnet.
I would like to have 456s, but I like to get on the highway too.
Yeah.
This one likes the highway. The other one is the factory's 225 push button automatic. She likes about 50, 55 miles an hour. She's back roads all the way.
Oh, okay.
That's built for
1962. Moparnet, did I tell you what I found out when I was pulling the center chunk out of my 72 Satellite before I sold it?
Yeah, it was welded, right?
Well, beyond that, the guy told me it was a 410, which is why I was taking it out.
Right.
He said it was a 410 and it was a real original sure grip. It wasn't just like a welded up one. I
Right.
pull it out. It's a 355 that's welded up.
Right. Probably out of a
I'm like,
truck.
I'm not going to turn down a 355, but come on, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a 355. I got 323s in the one I got right now, but I got to change them over. I got to buy the tools to take the bearings off too.
Oh yeah.
I want to buy those tools because that way I got a lot of things to change over. A lot of rears I want to set up. So I would like to have. I got everything else except for the clamshells to take off the bearings without damaging them.
Oh yeah.
This way I can just take them right off, put whatever I want, and go.
What I can't believe is the price of a body 8 3/4. Jeez.
Oh yeah, they're expensive. I'm glad I got
I
a
sold one
70
for you.
Charger one.
Yeah. Those 68 through 70 B body 8 3/4 around here in the Midwest, upper Midwest, are a dime a dozen. As many as you want. $100.
You mean the housing, right?
Yeah, housing. Yeah.
The housings, right? Yeah, yeah. I got a few housings. I got a truck housing. I was just keep it around just in case I want to cut it down. I could cut that one down and have to cut something else down.
Save those truck housings for those 71 through 4 B bodies. They're wide.
I know, but this one's way too wide. I got one from a C
I
body,
know, but
and I got one.
the only
from a
thing you can get, you have to either get like a C body or a truck to get one that's long enough to cut down for those.
Right.
Because everything else is narrower.
Everything else is narrower. Yeah, yeah. I got that. I'm using an 8 1/4 under my 76 Charger, and I put a 355 out of a van. Took the truck gears out of the van, which are 3/8 actually, 8 3/8, but it's the same exact gear. Exactly.
I couldn't believe it. I saw it on. It's either on Facebook or on Craigslist the other day around here. I missed it, but there was a guy selling a Dana rear end for out of like a 71 Charger or Roadrunner, which those are really hard to get. The guy wanted $700 for it.
That's pretty
Had 354 sure grip in it and everything.
That's pretty cheap though. 700.
I was about to say. Oh yeah, I mean it's worth retail at whatever popular show. You know they can go up for $2,500.
Right. I mean look at the Strange. The Strange rear end that's patterned after the Dana. That thing's way expensive.
I don't know what is something like that run. Probably like $5,000.
I'd say about 3,500, maybe 4,000.
Yeah.
I don't know now.
I know.
I can't tell the availability. I mean, way things are right now. I don't know if they even get the parts.
Oh, supply shortages and all that crap. It sucks.
Yeah, all that crap. So I don't even know. So, but an 8 3/4, just a pig, the chunk, the front end of it, right? What do you think one's gonna run? An open one?
No, I got to pee.
What case? 741, 742, 489.
489s.
Oh, I'll give you a 489 front chunk under $200 probably.
No, I haven't been able to pick one up. Every one I see on eBay is like $500.
Yeah, that's because eBay's ridiculous. Trust me, I know. That's what I do.
Yeah, I know you do that.
The problem is trying to ship anything over 50 pounds, you get an extra $25 surcharge on top of your shipping rate.
Yeah, I remember getting a deck lid for my 71. This is in the 90s, and it cost $150 to ship it from California to New Jersey. And I paid $150 for the deck lid, which is pretty good now. Because how much is a deck lid now?
For 71? 400 plus.
Yeah, and you can't even touch it.
No.
Not to mention, then throw the mail on top. Oh shit.
Yeah, my 73 Charger is probably one of the most solid.
Ryan, this
one of the most solid.
Wife Wendy, if she knew you was live, she would have probably jumped on upstairs.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
She can still jump on upstairs if she wants.
If
I
you
don't
want
have,
to, whatever
I
works.
don't have a
There's
camera
room.
upstairs.
Wow, chat.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
it's-
Moparnut, what's that?
I don't
What's
know
that
what
model on your desk?
It's a B.
The Super
It's a
B?
Super B. Yeah.
What's
Super
his
B.
name?
Ryan.
It's a die cast. It's metal.
Ryan Bars.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have him.
No,
It's an older
maybe
one.
he's got 600. So, wow, at least
So yeah, I'm just I would have went in the garage or the shed and done this, but it's raining and cold right now outside.
Here comes the cat.
you
Seems like it's raining everywhere.
fell off the counter.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I mean, I know it's April, and in April in New Jersey, it's basically the wet season. We're in Columbia somewhere right now.
Yeah, if you look at the radar, my rain just started. It's supposed to last all day tomorrow.
It's all week for me right now. And
Well,
Yeah.
boss caught a rain day early. No alarm clock tomorrow.
25 by 30 says 95 and sunny in Texas.
Yeah, but that's Texas. Those guys in Texas,
Yeah,
they have an ice
I'd rather
storm.
stay.
Let's talk in August.
I'd rather stay away from the
Texas is
95
cool.
degrees though.
No,
Rural Texas. That's where I would like to be.
Yeah, go down with Duddy.
Yeah, that would be cool. Right there would be cool. Tennessee's not too bad. Kentucky.
Tennessee's not bad, but the roads are terrible.
The roads?
The roads are terrible. The traffic is terrible.
Really?
Oh yeah, when I went over to, I was on my way to South Carolina for a big load of parts, and on my way I dropped that 71 Satellite with Jim Bennett,
Right?
and he was, I should say, in Tennessee, near Uncle Tony,
Okay.
and yeah, that was something.
Yeah, I saw
Roads
the
are
trip. You blew a
terrible.
tire. Didn't you blew a tire on the trailer?
Yeah, in Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, blew a tire in Missouri about 75 miles out of St. Louis.
Were you running actual trailer tire on there or what?
Yeah, bias plies.
Wow.
Old school bias
Yeah.
plies, but they're like they're brand new. They're weird.
Really?
They weren't like old tires. They were
Wow.
brand new, but they were the old style bias ply.
Wow. Should have lasted longer than that.
Yeah, and it sucks because got home and found out that one of the axles in the trailer. Long story short, I drove through Georgia once with that trailer. Roads are so bad in Georgia and the potholes are so deep in Georgia, it ripped an axle off my trailer.
Wow.
Completely ripped it off. So we pulled the axle out from underneath it, strapped it to the top of the trailer, and then we got it home, sent it to a local guy. He had it welded back on. He welded it on crooked.
Wow.
Now it burns through tires. And then he's like, oh, well, let me take a look at it again. I was like, okay, great. He looks at it again. Oh, yeah, this axle is bent in like 3 places. I'm like, you should have known that before you put it back on.
Oh yeah,
3
definitely.
places. He should have been able to eyeball it and see it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right off the bat.
He said
My
it's
buddy- I
bent
built
in
a
multiple
22.
places.
I used to go racing with a guy that had a trailer and he had aluminum rims on it. And every time we went into Virginia, we completely lost a wheel. There'd be
Oh, wow.
somebody passing the truck, pointing at the trailer, and it'd be like, psh. We had to dump the trailer at the Pennsylvania state line and drive home and come back tomorrow with a spare. Guess who got
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah, you.
I worked second shift. We got done about 11. A buddy at work, he rode with me, and we went down and picked up the trail, threw the tire on it. And right about daybreak, we pulled over and did a 20-minute power nap, and then drove the last hour home. There was
Yeah,
I
these-
like those aluminum wheels were like what? Like bubble gum? Is that what the problem was?
now the roads. Saying the roads that got to the track, it was a certain track. It was Virginia International. It's a road course, and you go through all these mountains, and it just peels the wheels right off the hubs. breaks them off.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like trying to turn around in your driveway for 5 hours, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
there's a guy actually on his way right now to our place from Texas. He's been driving all day pretty much. He's picking up that 73 Charger tomorrow, Moparnet.
yeah. You're
I
gonna
didn't
be
want to
empty
sell it,
soon,
but
huh? You're gonna be
What?
empty soon. You're gonna be empty.
no, I
No
think
more
I got
cars.
about 23 still, something like that. 23 of them, plus or minus.
Yeah.
Most of them are
73
parts
was
cars,
running,
though.
right? The 73 was running though.
Oh, it runs and drives, real deal 440 car.
Yeah. See that?
It's a 440 coupe, one of 26.
Yep. Hard to
Rare
get them.
car. Yeah.
Hard to get them.
Also, if anybody in the chat wants to jump on, if you scroll up in the chat, there should be a link.
or you can drop it
So-
again if you want.
Yeah, you drop it once in a while because I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah,
I give you
or-
some practice. You remember how to do it again.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
Oh, I had to type it out character by character.
Oh, okay. I know there's an easy way. I just can't remember.
Well, you say,
Yeah, I don't know either, but
well, I
let me
see where you put the StreamYard up earlier, but it's not underscored like it's a link anymore. So you might have to do it again.
Right. You might.
Okay.
You might have to refresh that link just to keep
Yeah,
you-
I'll have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm new to all this. I'm just trying to help a brother out, man.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm live, so
Well,
Yeah,
that's
this is
why I
the first
popped.
live.
That's why I
We're
popped
popping
in.
his cherry, basically, is what we're doing here.
let's see.
Well, nice
That's
to
an
meet
interesting
y'all.
way of putting it, but sure.
I'm subscribed to you. I remember your name. It's like, yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll get you popping up here on some. I try and sub to everybody. Try and get the. Usually, I try and comment on people's videos just so it knows I'm there, versus
Oh
just
yeah,
subscribing.
the
and-
algorithm, man. You gotta watch that
Yes.
algorithm.
That's
If you don't do that 15, 20-second watch and then they think you're a bot and take you right out.
That's why I leave something. I'll even leave just a period or something just to let
Right.
them know I was there.
Right.
I usually comment. It's like usually the first thing comes to mind when I see the video. I'll just throw it right on there. But it gives you something to like and love and all that good shit and comment back if
Right.
you want.
Exactly. I always answer all my subs. Whoever comments, I always answer back.
I'm trying to. Oh, there's the wife. I see her in here. She's over here in the chat.
I put it in the chat again. I don't know if it's showing correctly or not, though.
Nope.
Wendy, right?
Yep. It's wife Wendy. Don and Wendy. Yeah, we're going to No Name Nationals. I know John Wilburn. We was at Carlisle I seen him at Carlisle last year, and he's got a third spot. I got 2 spots at Carlisle, and he
That's
got
cool.
a third spot. He's got a 68 Roadrunner that's going to identify as a 62 Valiant. It's a Roadrunner. He dug it out of the weeds. He's going to get it running and bring it to Carlisle.
Cool.
Yep, we'll be right inside gate 3. Wife Wendy's going this year. She didn't go last year. But it's a good time.
Yeah.
But if I could accumulate a couple bucks, I'd go myself just because I don't want to go broke because I want to buy something. I know I'm going to want to buy something.
Wow.
You always want to buy something.
Well,
Yeah,
if you take a car, then you tend to stay next to it, so you don't get to venture out much. But it is a whole weekend, and that swap meet's only right over there.
And I'm not too far away because I'm in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota. It's like 18 hours. I don't know.
Whew.
I don't know if I'll go this year.
Well, that's easy for you for No Name Nationals, then.
Oh yeah. Makes
Yeah,
it a lot better.
about 8 hours.
That's not too bad.
We're close to 13.
Yeah. There's some people coming from Canada, I thought.
Well, there's a guy coming in from Australia. He's thinking
Yeah.
about
Wow.
buying a car just so he can run it down the track and say he come from Australia and run a car down the track. So
That's cool.
Get a rental.
Yeah.
You know,
Why
NSB
not?
Custom Cars is coming from South Florida.
well, they need to make a world map of where everybody's coming from.
Yeah, put little pinpoints everywhere.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, me and Bigfoots and Mopars are basically in the same spot.
I mean, there's going to
Yeah,
be.
you guys like live together, right?
He's 25 miles away about.
Oh, he's just a sister-in-law away,
Yeah.
up the road.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
about
being close
25 miles.
to Bigfoot.
Oh,
Now he
yeah.
don't work on cars no more because he got that other car.
Do you follow Bear? Do you follow Bear Rose Garage at all?
Oh yeah, love
Okay.
Bear.
I'm subscribed. I don't watch too much of his stuff, but I know him a little bit.
Well, he used to work with a Bigfoot truck. It was one of them transports where they could fit like 10 people on the back of a lifted truck.
Mhm.
But
Oh, yeah.
he's got a lot of interesting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's just down. He's wholesome, and you can't fake that.
No, no.
But he's
Not at all.
trying and he's doing a good job. And Mike's Hoopty Barn.
Yeah, Mike's good. I like Mike.
Hoopty.
Yeah.
72 Charger. Because he's got one of those too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
He's got a 72 Charger and what do you call unfinished project. Always says Coronet, and then I always say 72 Charger. I like his farm.
Yeah.
Nice to have a farm.
Yeah, that Mopar, not that model, reminds me of my 69 Super B. It was repainted
Yeah.
about that color.
I'd like to have a 68 though. If I wanted a real one, I want Boomhauer's car. I want the 68.
I got a 68 RT.
That I would want. That's what I like. Like to
Red,
have
black
that with a
stripe, black
440.
interior, 440 car, buckets,
Yeah.
console, factory tack,
Yeah,
150 speedo. As they
yeah.
all are. Sweep
Mhm.
dash counts from 1 to 15.
I love it.
It's funny.
Actually,
Love
actually, my Speedo is penciled into $1.50.
pencil in. Is that going downhill?
No, no, it's my uncle's build. It's a 440. It's got a 245 gear. He's
You want to see a lot of cars like that in a movie? Go watch It's a Wild, 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 Wild World, man, and you'll see a whole bunch of 62s in there. Plymouths, a whole bunch of them.
all right. I know there's a bunch of Starsky and Hutch car chase scenes where the same Valiants farther down
Oh
the
yeah,
chase.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like they use the same cars farther down
Yeah.
the.
yeah.
That's back when they used to get it and for the car chases, But it was still early in the development. Well, I'm a little older than you guys, so 1970s car chases was. It's like Gone in 60 Seconds, the original one. They had
Oh, the
that
original's the only one.
yellow 73 Mustang.
Yeah. You know how many
They were-
Chargers were the same exact one? Getting hit. That was pretty cool. I hate the new version.
Yeah, it's
I can't stand
You watch the old Bullet movie when they
it. Oh, bullet,
the
yeah.
Bullet Charger where they lose like 5 or 6 hubcaps.
Yeah.
yeah, that's using the sidewalls. That's driving like you're in Russia right there.
Yeah. I like the Mustang, but the Mustang, the way it ran and the
Yeah,
way
but
it
man,
wheel
when he-
hopped. When he
Oh,
backed
that
up and he wheel hopped. Oh man.
I'm surprised nothing didn't break when that thing wheel hopped that part.
Oh man, it was going all over the place, man.
It's a basketball.
Yeah, I don't know about Mustangs. The thought of a
They're
high performance Ford is a confusing thought.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, in Can-Am racing, Trans Am racing, the Challenger couldn't win anything. Actually, the Chevys and the Fords beat the hell out of everything. And that
Oh, I'm
Mustang
sure.
was tough to beat.
Yeah,
But you understand, Mopar got there late, so they didn't have anything.
Fair enough.
They got there too late.
yeah, I
And
got a
just
Challenger
remember-
TA.
The Ford's a good thing because Ford let John Horace make motors for them. And when they did that, that started Mopar.
Fair enough.
Okay? All that money, they said, hey, can we cash in this Ford stock?
Yeah.
My uncle's still cashing in Ford stock. Now
Wow.
my uncle, the one, my Uncle Sonny, is the one I got the Valiants off of. He's 84 years old, still kicking. And he retired from Ford like 34 years ago. And he's been a Mopar nut. He retired from Ford and he's a Mopar nut. And he's been retired longer than he worked.
Wow.
He's a
And
Mopar nut. Which number is he? Because we got 62 on the thing here.
Well, if he's 84, he's got to be somewhere in the 40s.
He was born in 37.
37, like I said. I was
Seven-
close.
Mopar nut 37.
Yeah, 37.
37. Yep.
Is that why you're Mopar nut 62? Were you born in 62?
Yeah, I was born in 62, yeah.
Oh, all right.
That's
Well,
why I said, my
hey,
one,
it's
there
nice
was
to know
one,
somebody's in here older than me.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
Oh,
born. I'm 65. That's what I like about the
65.
Valiants. They're older than I am.
I'm just sitting over here at 21.
Oh, you got there's.
you got a long ways to go.
Oh man.
You got a long ways to go. And let me tell you, by the time you hit 30, you're gonna like, whoa, what happened? So
Fair
do
enough.
what you got to do now. So by the time you get to 40, you're like, look, I'm set.
Wow.
That's the way you got to do it. That's
Yeah.
what 20s are for. 20s are for to set you up for the rest of your life.
I don't know. My first son was born when I was 25, and I've been working ever since.
Mine was born when I was 29. I got married late in life.
It's
I'm still
interesting.
I'm still with my first wife.
Me too. My only wife, because I ain't doing it again.
Wow, that's the rub. My only wife. And No Name Nationals. That's our anniversary weekend.
Wow, that's pretty
September 30th. Yeah, will be
Pretty cool.
28 years.
cool. Wow.
Wow.
About the same here.
Yep, we're already there. We're just sleeping in the van. It fits a full size mattress, and you can kick
yeah.
your shoes off and have room for a beer next to you.
I think
Can't
318 runs go do the same thing.
Hey, I'm bringing my 24-foot enclosed trailer with the car in it, so I'm backing the car out, and I got a couch in there. So
There you go.
He might just be like,
It'll work.
hey, $25 a head.
yeah,
You can sleep
well,
right over there on the
Mopar nut.
couch.
Bunk-
I was
bunk-
saying if everything works out, I'd like to kind of park near Bigfoot and then Hoosier Garage and just Mopar
yeah.
Joe, just kind of do a little setup there, see if we can get those guys
I can
together.
just see the barbecue now.
Oh, I said I was probably going to bring a grill, and somebody's like, yep, I'll bring a cooler, I'll bring a grill. And I'm like,
How
all right,
big-
let's do it.
How big of a grill?
Yeah. You're going to need a few of them.
You're going to need a couple. Yeah.
Well, because Dust Devil Garage, he's talking about bringing a whole barbecue setup or some shit.
Yeah, and
That'd be cool.
Well, I was saying, I got a whole venison quarter in here that would be perfect. It's about so big. That would be feed about 12.
you don't know how much we can eat.
Like a meat. You know what
I was about to say, there's a few in this group that'll eat more than their fair share.
Oh, I'm sure. That's I ain't taking it home when I'm done. It's going to be a mess. Well, because you wrap it in about 8 layers of foil and you just keep turning it. When it starts steaming, it's done.
Oh,
Just slit the whole thing open like a big baked potato. We'll talk about that at No Name Nationals.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to
you
be.
guys just keep videoing. That's all, because I can't go. So you guys keep doing the videos.
You might not be there physically, but you'll be with us.
Wow.
Okay. I just want to, see the stuff going on. That's all. I'm pretty sure there'll be enough cameras there. Don't worry.
Now
Oh, yeah.
you make me feel bad. I'm going and you're not.
No, it's no big deal.
I know.
Uh, a lot of people can't go. I mean, I think Johnny
know.
Mopar can't go, so he can't make it either. So
That's
it's not
too
a big
bad.
deal.
We just turned this. We just turned this into this is going to be our vacation. I already told my boss. I told him I might need a whole week off. He's like, let me know when you get back.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You got a good
Yeah,
boss.
my boss is the coolest.
A lot of guys are trying to get there on Thursday.
I'm already there Thursday.
Yeah. I'll be there Thursday and then
I have
Spend
more
the night
fun
there.
watching. I have more fun watching people roll in than I do the rest of the. I'll have plenty of fun there. Trust me. But
there's a lot of people that want to convoy down together,
it's
depending
going
on where
to
they're
that
from.
way. We need to get big window stickers that says "No Name Nationals" or "Bust." That way, if you're broke
Yeah.
down next to on the highway, it's big enough people can see it.
Yeah, because Mopar Man 78 was saying that on one of the chats that he was worried about breaking down and getting stuck. And I don't think he should worry. I mean, there's enough people that if somebody breaks down, boom, they're going to help you.
Well, John Wilburn said there's
you
going to
can
be a
make-
worst breakdown award
You can make it. You can make
or like
it
a hard luck award.
You can make it easy on everybody. All you need is masking tape and just put a big NNN on the window. And if they're next to the highway, pull over because it's somebody you might know.
Right. Or
But
somebody you're gonna know.
gonna know, yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's a lot of
With
people
all the cell
that
phones everybody's got, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to contact somebody.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's the easiest way to flag somebody's down if you're broke down is I'm saying window stickers, no name nationals or bust or something. Something somebody can see along the highway as they're going by.
somebody's just gonna live stream with their location with the hashtag No Name Nationals. I'm stuck. I need help.
Yeah, it'll.
All I know is if it's broke, if I'm going somewhere and it's broke, it's going to be a major break because nothing ever breaks that I can't fix.
Wow.
Yep.
I usually burn
It'll be like a broken drive shaft or a rod hanging out the engine, something like that.
Never had that problem.
Never had that problem. That's
No.
right.
Worst I've got is a blown tire.
I usually burn spark plug wires. It'll start running on 7 or 6.
I mean, my 383, I was running around doing about 85 miles an hour going, how come this thing's not doing 125 anymore? I park it off to the side and go, oh, shit, the one wire burned up. Okay. I was only running on 7. Okay, no problem. Put it back, and I'm back to 125. All right, good.
It's the way my manifolds are. Every white spot is a dead wire. Because I got to use the old log manifolds because mine's plumb backwards. They go forward, down, and back because there's no room. And
Either that or custom making, and that's a lot of money.
yeah, the manifolds
A lot of
just
money.
you can just reverse the manifolds. You just need somebody that bends pipe. That's all.
But a manifold's a lot better because they hold in the heat, okay? And
Yeah, they do that.
I like that. The headers, they get cherry red on my 383 in the summertime. They're cherry red.
Yeah. The only thing sucks is changing the spark plug wire. I got to take the tire off and go from underneath because.
Oh yeah, Mopar used to recommend putting them up on a lift and doing it from the bottom.
Well, I don't have a lift. I've never seen.
I have a
lift.
lift. This was not installed.
I've never done that. What I do is I take the old plumbing stuff, right? The old plumbing, for the faucets, the hex head things that are real thin.
Yeah.
They get in there. They'll be able to get in there and past it and turn the spark plug. A regular socket won't fit.
Well, I can get it from
Yeah,
underneath.
the walls are too thick.
Exactly.
I can see it from up top, but I can't get it from up top. It's only right there.
I've gotten pretty crafty to get things out of my Mopars.
Yeah, I know this the starter in this is a real treat.
I'm going to show a plumbing tool that's going to do a job on an alternator soon on a video.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not telling you anybody. I'll just do the video and you guys will see it.
Well, I'm hoping
Yeah.
it pops up for me to look at. I got notifications on, so saying I've only subscribed to about 200 people in the last couple months.
Well, I think I'm subscribed to about 2,500 people myself.
That's about
But
that's about.
I'm like, but I got like other interests. You know, they got model kits and car guys
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, speaking of model kits, can you get a 62 Valiant?
Always probably can happen as a promo, maybe, and there might be a kit coming out. But right now, the company called Round Two, that's the guy who took all the molds from AMT, from what do you call it, Johan. They got all those molds. So right now they're just slowly coming out again. So I wouldn't want to spend too much money on something that's like a rare vintage kit. Nice.
Need
A
you to
rare vintage.
need you to make that Mopar nut.
We can do that one. I'm gonna make that one because there's a 67 GTX
There it goes.
that I can convert over.
Oh, they don't make 66s?
I don't think they make a 66. I gotta look at it, see if I can do that. And
I
my
gotta-
buddy can probably design the grill, and I can 3D print it.
I got a question for you. Can
Yeah.
you do? Can you? Can you put a Continental kit on? I've got a model out here for my 62 Valiant, but it would be like a core for you. The only thing I'm missing is the hood.
Okay.
But my Valiants have a Continental kit. My uncle put it on for weight transfer.
You have to send me some pictures of the Continental kit. I can send it to somebody that can make the kit, make it for me in it's a program called Blender, and then I can print it out on my 3D printer in resin.
All right.
You
Well,
have
I was
3D
just
printer?
curious because my mom got this model. It was in a box at an auction.
Right?
She got it for $5, and a lady bought the box for $6. My
Right.
mom kept the model, and it was like, I didn't know they put out a 62 Valiant because I was trying to research it when I first got the car.
That was probably a promo. The promos were what the dealerships used to give out. They used to give out little model cars to people.
It was
Hey, you best bought a new 62 Impala, whatever, and they give it to you.
it was a little glue together model. So it's got the
Right.
slant six that's just laying in the engine bay, but
Right.
I don't have a hood, but I got the rest of the car.
Yeah, well, that's a good start because you could easily get another 440 from another kit, put that in there. And what do you got for a rear? You got an 8 3/4 rear?
I got an 8 1/4 in the one I got.
All right, well, that's easy enough to copy. Yeah, easy enough
So
to
Mopar
copy.
nut. You have a 3D printer?
Yeah, I got a 3D printer, small one right now. I just started that. It's an Anycubic mono.
Hmm.
Yeah.
One thing
I
I've been
guess
trying to find somebody to make because I want to kind of reproduce them because nobody has them. And obviously I know you would have one. Is the
yeah, I printed those.
that's cool.
Those are velocity stacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Is the wiper switches for 71 through 4 Rally Dash B-body.
Yeah, I need pictures of them. Okay, and I can talk to my buddy, and he can probably make them.
Yeah, I've wanted to make those for a while.
You could make them like the dash rings and stuff like that. You could have that 3D printed.
I wonder if you could do the whole bezel.
I have to look at it. And the printer
A
has
71
to be big enough to do it too, because you got
The 71 through 4, like what would be in your Charger.
The whole bezel, the whole gauge panel.
Yeah, I'd probably need a big printer though.
That's too big a printer to be cost effective right at this moment, because the printer would probably cost about $5,000 or $6,000.
Oh yeah,
That's why people.
it's crazy what they
That's why
crazy
people
what they get for those bezels.
Yeah, but the shit's going down. There was a company that was making them out of aluminum at one time.
Really?
I can't, and they went out of business. It pissed me off. And then there's that other company that it's on what do you call Classic Industries, that they make that custom one.
That black one with the extra
Yeah, that
gauges.
black one. It's all right.
That
you
looks stupid to me.
know. I know you're an original guy. You like OEM.
One thing I did find out that they made on a few very select cars that I thought was cool You know, they painted them silver on a few cars
Really?
instead of wood grain. They painted them silver from the factory on a few cars. And that wood grain piece that goes in front of the passenger seat for your heater control vents,
Right?
they made that silver as well to match.
Wow.
It actually looks really cool. I've seen a
I've
few
never
people.
seen one like that.
They made it like argent silver.
Wow.
It's
They
actually
must have
really
been
cool.
trying to copy the what do you call the Firebirds? But the
Yeah, I
Firebirds
don't know.
had
They
to turn aluminum.
they did it as like a little bit of an experimental thing, or maybe on a few limited models. That's just what I hear. I can't obviously confirm that, but
I'd
that's what I
like
was
to
told
see
at
one,
least.
an actual real one.
Yeah.
See now, Revell made a 62 Valiant. That's what 25 by 30 saying.
Mm.
If you can find that kit, that's a good start.
Tell you what, if you give me a quick minute or two, I'll go out and get it so I can show you what I got.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
no
not
problem.
going anywhere.
318 sent me a couple of cars too. He sent me a Duster and he sent me what was it, a Roadrunner that I gotta redo. Once I get them done, I'm gonna send them back.
318 will run.
Yeah, he sent me a package of the ones he did, and I'm not saying anything bad, but it's just not everybody has the skill. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
He's better at bigger cars. Let's say that.
Well, and the I've only ever tried to do 2 model cars. I've always wanted to do them. I never really just got into it though. There's one I did a 69 Charger, and I put the
Okay.
paint on too heavy.
Oh yeah.
And then this was probably when I was like 13 or something. I had no idea what I was doing. But I painted it red because that's what I wanted it. And I put the paint on a little bit too heavy, and I had a couple of runs in it. And I didn't want to be patient and wait and just sand it out. No, I decided it'd be a good idea to take a rag and try to wipe it off while the paint is wet. And that ruined the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's like-
there's right now they got stuff that you can just dip the car in and it'll get the paint
yeah.
off for you on the plastic. I've had some failures. I've ruined some bodies. I've been doing models since I was a little kid, around 5-6 years old.
Oh
And I
yeah.
used to put them together. It was horrible. You wouldn't know how horrible they were. I would stick them together with bubble gum. I would steal my mom's nail polish to paint them with.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like the NASCAR version that they got in 1/16 scale Charger. That's not a perfect match for the 73. See,
Oh, there you go.
the tires are way too fat. The front fender. See the flare in the front fender?
Oh yeah.
That would all have to be corrected to make it look. And then if you have an SC, you have to do the louvers.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah,
This one, I was gonna redo this one. I'm gonna put this one in a bath and redo it because it's after my 74.
yeah.
But I'm gonna redo that one. I'm gonna probably put it in that chemical. There was a guy on one of the model channels, and he's talking about this chemical. It takes everything off, but doesn't destroy the plastic. And that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna redo it. Maybe even open the doors this time.
Mm-hmm. We
So have
might
open
get
door.
a little bit of a flow of people coming through here. I shared the link to this on Facebook.
Oh, no problem. Do whatever you can. That's
Are you
the
in
only
the-
way to-
Are you in the Bad Tree Productions group? Or are you not on Facebook?
No. I won't. I'm not on Facebook. I'm totally against Facebook, dude.
No, I don't blame you. It's a lot of crap.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I got enough Chinese influence here on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why. I know. But if you want to make your channel into a money making channel, then you have no choice but to do that.
Mhm.
You have to share it out. It's the only way you're gonna make your channel popular enough where you're gonna bring money in, because that, for instance, that guy, I don't know if you watch my friend Pete, he's a
Little
body
bit.
guy, and he had a video last night. And he showed how much he made on one video. And it was like $68. $68, and he said, like, it took me 15 hours to make this video, and I got $68.
Well, how many subscribers does he have?
Oh, he's got, I don't know, somewhere like 27 to 30,000. I can't remember.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but you have to have the watch hours.
Oh,
That's an
here we
important
go.
thing.
Now I got my goddamn cat fucking with me. Jesus. Honey.
How many cats do you got?
2. I don't have any. My wife has 2.
And I got 2.
Look at it. Come on.
That's like my cat. I got a cat that's just like that.
I've never said yes to any animal in this house. And she got this for me for my birthday. She loves me that much. I said no, and she got it for me for my birthday.
Well, that makes sense.
It
Yeah.
sounds like code to that I want another cat. That's what that sounds.
That's been the biggest pain in my ass since it come in the door. She won't leave me
Well,
alone.
I'm the doorman to these cats, and they don't ever tip. They don't even give me a Christmas bonus.
Well, the other cat's just a bigger asshole, but at least she's cool about it. She's a Maine Coon. She acts like a little kid. She'll bark at you and talk back,
Wow.
but this one's a short hair, million thread count, and the other one continuously grows. We got to have her shaved like twice a year.
Oh,
That's
wow.
ridiculous.
You got a sheep cat then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. This is what I got to work with. Where are we at?
That's not too bad. It's pretty good.
No, it's cool. Wait a minute. Where's the camera at? See, the only thing cool is mine. Mine doesn't. Mine has this little part here, but not the spike up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I set my cooler. But yeah, my mom picked all the sparkles off the rims before she gave it to me. But God,
How old were you when she gave it to you?
but it's got the slant 6 laying in the engine bay.
Not too bad.
No, it's cool. I leave it set on the back windowsill in the car. It's just even by itself, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
But it's saying it's got white everything. I wouldn't mind pulling it apart. I got blue and white interior. I got another 440 for it. It's gonna be blue and white to match the interior. It might be corny, but it's mine.
Exactly.
But it's what I got to work with, and I like it.
So you need a hood.
Yes.
What does it say on the bottom? Does it have any like printing on the bottom? What who made it?
Now you're going to make me look at shit. Hold on.
Oh yeah. If you watch Steve Magente when he does his model kit thing, you ever watch him do that?
No, I see some people get into it, and it's like I figured tonight's as good as any of the. Man, that's too bright to even see. That's a bright son of a bitch. Let me get this.
What'd you say his name was, Mo Pernut?
I can't. I guess it's Magente McJohn. I can't. You know.
Mignante. Steve Mignante.
Mignante. That's it. Mignante. You got it. I forget.
I thought you said Steve Magenta, like the color. I was like, what?
Like the color.
Steve Magenta.
Say it again, Ryan.
Mignante. Mignante.
Magnante.
Yeah,
Steve Mignante.
Say tomorrow in Spanish.
Steve Maggs.
Yeah. That's what he says. Steve Maggs sometimes.
Steve Maggs.
At the end of his videos, he's like, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Steve Maggs YouTube channel.
You know how those 440s oil through the goddamn push rods, you know?
All right.
Oh yeah, that one's that one was special built.
That's a special build. That's a Magnum. 1990 Magnum 440.
And they came factory with a tunnel rim.
the tunnel rim. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a little lower compression.
Right.
Yeah.
They add all that in, you know.
An option. They had a turbo optional. You had to pay an extra $3,000 for those.
Yeah, $3,000 for it. There you go.
Hey, all right. This is a Revel.
Okay, a Revell. So
Revel.
it should be if you can find the Revell kit that he was talking about a little bit back here in the comments, you could actually get the hood and just use the hood for that. A Revell, cool. Doesn't have a year on there, does it?
61.
You might just have an original promo.
It says Revel Incorporated. Get away, cat. I don't have time for you right now.
Does it say USA?
Made in USA,
Then
1961.
it's old. That's old.
Yeah, you turn it upside down. It's still 1961.
61. That would make it.
It's
And
like
it's
a
the USA. That would make it pretty old because that's into the 90s. Can't be older than 1990. Because after that, after the 90s, everything went to China.
Well,
That's good plastic too. That was made from virgin plastic.
it's cool. It's white like mine.
There, you don't need to paint it.
No, I kind of like it the way it is. I'd say I just leave it on the back deck.
Is it missing the rear bumper?
Yeah, it come off. I think. Actually, I'm not sure about the front. I got one loose bumper and none on the car. That's got to be a back bumper.
It's funny how those 62s, nobody ever wanted them, and now everybody wants them and they can't find them.
Well, my uncle had two of them, and I got both. I looked into it. He was getting rid of it, and it's like, I've heard about this 440 Valiant for 10 years. It's like, oh, let's go see what he got. $2,800. A buddy of mine let me borrow his big diesel, and we went and dragged it home. U-Haul trailer took a shit on the way home, but that's what happens sometimes. Nothing like heading for a 5-hour road trip and shred a tire 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
We got the U-Haul place, flipped the hitch. He's like, oh, that's too low. You're going to have to turn that over. Well, it loaded up the back tire, and about 45 minutes later, that was a long day.
Well, I had
Hope we're
some
not.
long days.
We'll have to figure out a time. Maybe we can get Joe and Adam and Bigfoot up here.
Oh yeah, just got, like I said, you gotta talk to them.
Oh yeah.
Tell, hey, look, blah blah blah, and they'll show up. Bigfoot, was he working a lot, right? He's
And he
he's a
works
nurse.
night shift.
He's a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Everybody always calls him Bigfoot. Does nobody know his real name?
what the hell's his real name then?
Oh, you don't know his real name?
Mark, right?
Yeah.
Mark Ingram.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it. Just had to rub two brain cells together. That's all.
Had to rub all three of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark Barnett, look under the bottom here. Did this guy do the whole modification? Did he
No, that's normal. That's normal.
Is it little jack screws to?
Yeah, that's how they made them back in the day.
Okay.
That tells you that's an actual. The mold for that is from like the 1960s.
1960s.
Yeah, so it
Right
might
on.
even be 1962.
This is like going to the Antiques Roadshow.
Well, when it comes to some models, I know what I'm talking about.
It's worth how much? $2,800.
Dude, if that thing was in a kit form, you wouldn't believe it.
I almost could.
Some of those kits are worth $200-$300. Easy.
You can't. I can't find nothing road toads. Not that I do a lot of looking, but you You don't see them in the wild. I've seen like maybe 162 Valiant, like drag strip footage.
See, like in the the East Coast and the West Coast, everything's expensive. Okay, like where you're at, Pennsylvania, everything's expensive, and everybody's into the internet, and they've already researched everything, and they think they got gold. See, that's what it is.
That's
25 by 30 says an unbuilt kit on eBay is $178.
See, there you go.
Actually, I got just getting a good look at it sitting here. It's like, man, that's got a nice little stance to it. I need to put Steelies on this, and then I'd be good. I'd leave it without the hood.
Oh, Steelies are available. We can find Steelies for it, no problem.
So I don't do aluminum. Well, I don't do fancy. It's too hard to clean. I want to be able to hit a curb and,
Speaking of Steelies, I think it would be kind of interesting. My Belvedere, the original one that my grandpa had 15 by 7 steel wheels on the back of it that were black and then center lines on the front. It kind of a cool look to it. Might try to
They used
redo
do that stuff back in the day.
But I've got 15 by 8 Ram Charger wheels. I don't know if they'll fit. Might be close. Those 66s have a terrible wheel well.
As long as they're not 16s or 20s, that's fine.
You know anybody with 14-inch aluminum slots?
Oh man, no. The thing with the slots, you want to find the ones with the round holes. You don't want the Unilug style.
I know.
What's wrong with the Unilugs?
They're
And
off center. You'll get a vibration.
they don't hold that lateral forces like.
Yeah, that's
Well,
one
good to
thing.
know.
And the other thing is you can get them off center. See, the Mopar wheels are meant to align with the hub. That centers them. Okay. That's what the problem is with the what do you call the ones that are the not the Rally, what do they call them?
Magnum?
The Magnum wheels. They don't have that, and a lot of times you'll get a wheel that looks like it's hopping. You're going down the road and you're going, what's that vibration? It's because the wheel's not centered.
They wobbled out.
Right, they wobble out.
Well, the center of a tire, it's got that center piece.
Right.
When the rim index is over that takes the weight of the car.
Exactly.
Mhm.
The lug nuts keep the wheel from coming off the hubs
Right.
Right.
because all the weight's in the middle. But saying you get that any room for that to like under acceleration and braking, it'll wobble them holes out even worse. And no bueno. I don't care for that. Just
So you want a solid connection there. You want a good solid connection.
yeah.
And anytime you use aluminum wheels, make sure you torque them after you've driven for a while, because aluminum
give them
expands 9 times the difference from steel. It expands more, and that expansion and contraction will loosen the wheel.
Yeah, it's like bring it back in a week. We'll tighten them back down again.
Like the worst wheel you can put on a car, okay, it's aluminum for a road car, like a car you want to drive, in curves and get the breakthrough hot, is a wheel that doesn't have any slots or doesn't have any slits because there's no cooling whatsoever.
Like
it holds the heat.
Like an aluminum center line.
Like the center lines. Yep, I got them on my Charger right now, and I'm like,
I can believe that. Every hole's a vent.
Yep, I got to get rid of these, but I got them. I got them at a cheap price. So what the hell with it? I put them on.
No, I got too many tires now. Wife will tell you. Well,
I got more wheels and tires than I got cars. Then I got cars to put them on.
Well, I'm just happy I got a tire changer, so I can easily change my own shoes.
Yeah, I got a tire machine and a balancer, and it's just good stuff to have.
Oh, lucky
That's what you gotta have.
I know a guy.
Yep, that's.
I mean, I've got.
I catch him
I've
like
got
early
so
in the
many wheels.
afternoon on Friday. Usually it's well.
I mean, I like to do it myself, and I do my own alignments as well. I align my own cars.
No.
Some of those plain steel wheels are even worth a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
I've had so many guys ask me, "Oh, you got any 15x6s?" For a while, I wondered why they were asking. They're looking for A12 car wheels.
Yep.
Those are 15x6s. I'm like,
Even
that's
the
why they're
jacks.
asking. Huh?
Even the jacks in
Yeah.
the back, the older jacks. Did you see the video that Johnny did with the jacks? And some
No.
of them are worth like $100, $200, $300, depending on
Oh,
the jack.
yeah. The jack hooks are a big
The
deal too.
hooks. Yeah, they're a big deal too. I got a couple of solid ones in the back there. I think I got one from a 70 Charger back there in my yard.
That's
That's
worth a few bucks.
worth a few
Oh,
bucks.
the bumper jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the hooks, because the jack itself is pretty much standard.
Right.
I know.
Up
Well,
until the 70s. And when you
Right.
get to the 70s, you got that tubular style one.
Hmm.
galvanized.
Yeah, but in the early ones were solid. They were one solid piece of metal, and they look like a jack stand almost. You know how the teeth
Yeah.
of a jack stand is? They look like that, and then you got the little clicker machine that goes up and down.
Yep. Because well, in the Valiant, it's stored. It has a hole that indexes up through with a rear fender well inside the
Yep.
trunk, and it's got a plate bolted there, to index. And if you crank that up against the fender brace inside, if you get an extra click, you don't have to weld it in or nothing, And my brother got me a second one. I put it on the passenger side, so I got bumper jacks on both corners holding the fenders out. So if I ever take a shot in the rear end, somebody's in trouble. My bumper will take a hit, but the car should be good.
Hopefully, none of that shit happens. I don't need that shit. It's hard to find parts for some things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a crap load of parts, but there's a lot of stuff I don't even have. That's all I do is parts.
62. Let's see, what is a hard one right now to find? Isn't like the early B bodies really hard to find? Quarter panels.
I don't know anything about the quarter panels, but the early B-body stuff is so hit and miss. That
Really?
62 through 65 stuff, either it's pretty good or it's crap. There's really not a whole lot of in between from what I've
Wow.
seen. The grills, you can't sell a grill to save your life unless it's a 65 Cornet grill. 65 Cornet stuff is going up. But everything else, people
I
either
know
love
C-body
it or
stuff
they
is
don't
hard
care.
to find because they crushed them all.
Yeah. People are starting to
C-body.
really like those 65 Cornets, and they're cool cars.
Yeah, I like the 65 Cornet. I would like a 1970, what do you call Fury 3, that big car. But if you get one and it needs parts, you're screwed because you can't find those parts.
Get a 70 Hearst Fury.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the fancy.
gonna
They
find
got the
them no more.
fancy deck lids with the spoiler built into them.
Yeah.
And the hoods with the scoop in it.
And nobody
Bigfoot's
wanted
on.
them. Nobody
Bigfoot's
wanted
on.
them. Come on, Bigfoot. Why don't you come in here? You got a computer, don't you?
Come on, Bigfoot. Let's go. Well, let me. And
Desert Mopars.
Desert Mopar, is that? I'm not familiar with him. All right, that's new to me at least. Welcome,
Look it up.
hello. Let me put the link in here again. I got with a picture I took of my screen because I'm doing this about the most difficult way possible.
How about share? Can you put it in share?
John Wilburn is here. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Wilburn?
Let me post a thing in here.
Now you got it live. You got Wilburn. You got Wilburn on. Now your live is going crazy.
I won't say I'm surprised because he's been stalking me lately. It's making me wonder.
Oh, everybody's here.
That's a good thing, John. I hope you had a good day.
How many people are coming? Jeez.
Well, you never know how many he's going to show.
Bad tree.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a link in here. Just stand by.
Is that Blake? Who
Oh,
is
no,
that right now?
Bad Tree.
Oh yeah.
Is
Dust
that
Devil.
Fidel or his alter ego Fidel?
Oh my God! Look at the crowd coming in. Feel like a celebrity all of a sudden.
Well, I told Ryan about this. I said, once you do a live, you won't believe it.
Well, I pop in once in a while. It's Jason's Garage on Tuesday. I've been stopping over there for quite a while. He's fun. It's like you have an appointment. And when there's only a couple people, you can actually have bullshit conversation.
Yeah. You can actually answer the wake call.
Oh, here
John?
we go.
Wilburn's on.
No Cousin Eddie.
Is this going to be the hot shot now? Oh boy.
Is it getting cold or what?
How's that? They're just for you, Don.
Looks good on you, John. So what brings you to this neck of the woods?
I don't know. I saw you were live. I was over there on Rubens, and Rubens shut down, so I thought I'd swing by here for a few minutes.
After party.
Well, I got to work to be doing in the morning, but I thought I'd swing by.
Yeah.
Remind you guys, there's 176 days until
I got a
the
counter on my phone.
Ready or
I got a
not?
counter on my phone. It's running out quick.
I got to figure out Carlisle. I switched over to April, but I never transferred the dates to do the math. Give me something to do tomorrow. It's a rain day. Let's go rain.
BTP wants a new link.
I put it in there, and it's on the screen. If you can either type it out in a browser or whatever. I wish I had a better way of doing it, but
Well, you put it
yeah,
up
that's all I
earlier.
got right now. It won't let me put the link in. I have to physically type it out for some reason.
John, don't you remember how to do that?
Well, if you typed it out, you put StreamYard instead of StreamYard.
Oh, I put
Strap yours.
oh. Yeah, that's probably why.
It is.
I can't even edit it. I just gotta completely redo it. Or you can do copy what's in the thing.
Copy paste and
Is
fit.
that stem cell?
It won't let me for
yard?
whatever reason. It won't let me paste in the comment section. Why that is, I'm not sure, but it won't let me do that right now.
How about you go up to the corner and copy that, and then try and paste it?
Oh, there he is.
I got sent
There you go.
a little place or whatever. There,
Welcome aboard.
or not 62. Look at him,
Hey, what's up,
so
man?
slim and blue.
Here he's
That's what I
right.
said,
Ryan.
Dustin. There's an invite button.
Ryan's doing his first live, and he's getting the whole crowd jumping in. Well, thanks for having us.
Oh,
Yeah, we were
Room for
over
one
in
more.
Ruben's live, and I'm like,
I didn't even know
Ryan's
he had
doing
a
a
live.
test. Ryan's doing a test. Ruben's like, I'm shutting it down now. I'm like, everybody go over to Ryan's live right now. Let's get him going.
Cool.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
so hey, the convoy, Ryan. Where are we going to
Yeah.
meet up at for No Name Nationals?
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I know me and Bigfoot are pretty much the same area. I mean, we're within like 25
Right.
miles of each other.
That one's easy.
And then I don't know where you're in the McGregor area. I don't know where that
Right,
wherever that corner of Iowa is. I don't know,
the
but
northeast Mississippi corner.
close-ish.
So you know where La Crosse, Wisconsin is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're an hour south of that. So
Oh, okay. So you're not too terribly far from like Rochester then, or anything like
no,
that.
that's about $1.45.
Yeah. You'll definitely have to try to come up for Mopars in the Park this year again.
Oh yeah, we're going. We skipped Indy Cylinder Head show just because Mopars in the Park blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Don, how far are you from Carlisle?
A short 2 hours, 100
Yeah,
miles.
Is this Don English?
The Don
Mm-hmm.
English.
Yeah.
Don,
Not
how's
many
it going? Nice to see a face to the
Guy I'm
name, brother.
subscribed to.
Wow, I'm turning into YouTube famous, and I didn't even know it.
He's gonna be on my live from Carlisle again.
He's starting to become the new Mopar Nut 62. He goes around and comments on everybody's videos.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm like,
hey, hey.
I try to keep the algorithm going.
I swear,
Oh, yeah.
Mopar Nut 62's chipped in his head. And
He's
it's
got
virtual
to be
reality.
10 places at once. I don't think, if you go back, I think I've got like 85 videos or something like that. I don't think there's a single one that he hasn't commented on.
You know
Him
what?
and Mopar,
There's a few.
When
Mopar
the-
Man 78. They're both right on top of it.
What's happening?
Hey guys, am I echoing too bad? If it is, I'll get out.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're
good.
perfect, Mr. Foot. What's happening, brother? Long time no see.
There he is.
Hanging
When
out,
the
enjoying the sleet.
Oh, is it snowing up there?
when the
Yesterday.
EMP hits,
Oh, it's terrible.
Just rain here.
There's just mud everywhere.
Well, the mud's tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
Last
the
night
mud
we
is.
had-
I
last
barely
night,
walked to my barn without slipping.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think when the EMP hits and we lose all of our infrastructure and the internet is gone for the whole country for a month, the very first transmission that's going to come up, it's going to be Dart Sport. You guys who know what I'm talking about,
I
You know
know
what I'm
exactly what
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
that's going to be the
That-
first transmission that will come up with 2 exclamation points.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not 3, not 1, but 2.
Yeah.
No, it's always 2, and it will come up within 3 nanoseconds of internet being restored.
I must have made him mad because he doesn't comment Dart Sport or Plan Z
Have you seen
anymore on my
his truck
videos.
lately? You see what he did to his truck?
Yes, looks great.
It's either going to be Dart Sport or Yeehaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iron Horse Drive.
Iron Horse.
Whose line are you on?
Ryan
Dart
Barson's.
Sport is never the wrong answer.
You
Right.
said Ruben.
Neither
Well,
is
I was
72
on Ruben.
Charger.
He needs to go on Jeopardy.
Well, that,
When Andy said somebody asked him what's your engine going to make on the dyno, the answer is Dart Sport. It's what we now use for everything when we don't know what the right answer is, but we know it's never the wrong answer.
Never
That's
the wrong
Dart
answer.
Sport.
Right.
So Blake, you said La Crosse, Wisconsin. I drive like through that area all the time when I go down to see my mom. And I'll
Okay.
probably be going down to see her again here in about like 3 weeks or so. So I might have to try to. I usually drive overnight, but if I planned where, like, I don't know how late you guys are up, and then just head on out after you guys like
Dude,
crash or whatever. But
whenever. I'm actually going to be up there next week. I get my injections in my back finally.
oh, okay. Here in
Oh.
Minneapolis or
No,
You're
in
getting
lacrosse.
injections?
oh, in La Crosse, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
They-
that area. Man.
I got my MRI results back and I had a tear on my spinal cord, 2 bulged discs, and 2 fractures.
Wow.
And so I never put on my channel that I got hit by an SUV. When we first started the channel,
Mm.
I didn't have a cane or anything or a wheelchair. And then one
That's-
day realized that there's a cane and a wheelchair. But I never like woe-ways me, cried about it or anything.
Yeah.
And it's legal to issue. So I got hit by a girl that was on her cell phone while I was sitting at a stop sign
That's
on
not.
my moped that I got for my fiance.
Oh.
She hit me at 35 or 40 miles an hour. Head on.
Oh, crap.
My wife's friend was just in an accident on the way to work tonight. So
Oh,
yeah, that's
Rapid Transit's wondering what route we're taking. The route I took when I went down through St. Louis, so that same general destination area, I forget what the name of the highway is, but it's called Highway of the Saints. I don't know why it's called that. Actually, I do know.
Well,
It's-
me and Jeremy
oh.
know the route we're taking. The
Oh,
couch in Ryan's freaking
I
enclosed trailer. And we're
But,
going to drink
uh,
beer all the way down.
haven't got a
Highway
trailer
of the
yet.
Saints is a direct road that runs from St. Paul to St. Louis.
Okay.
So it's
Is that run
mostly
along- is that
Is that
run
Great
along-
River Road?
Yeah, I was gonna say River Road. I used to live in Alton.
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I can look it up. I don't remember exactly.
It
It's,
goes
uh,
probably Great River Road mostly all the way through Iowa. And
River
it might
Road would
change
go
into
by the-
something.
We
all
go
the way
by
on the
Rice
edge of
Harbor.
Missouri and Iowa. It's on the. It basically follows the Mississippi a bit.
Yeah.
So if you take that from Minnesota, you drive right past my house.
Wow.
Oh really?
Mm.
No, that sounds. I mean, I like the back roads idea because I don't want to be like hauling ass with a trailer,
Yeah, especially with an
Something
enclosed
like
trailer.
Tires,
It's like,
right?
But
especially in a closed trailer, it's like pulling a parachute.
I always
Yeah.
drive overnight because I hate driving during the day because of day drivers. So since I'm a night worker anyway, so it'll be kind of weird for me if we drive during the day. But
Well,
used to just-
inside of Ryan's trailer, it'll
Oh,
be
so that's
dark
why you never
and a
see
bunch of
Bigfoot.
beer.
Never see
Yeah.
Bigfoot. I just put in St. Louis in my phone, and it's trying to direct me to St. Louis Park. Jeez.
Yeah,
Wrong
Mopar
direction.
Nuts-
That's north.
if you Mopar Nuts, yeah, if you want to see a Bigfoot, you got to go at night. So
Hey, you know what'd be cool? Ryan and Mike.
You want to see a Bigfoot? Go see NSB Customs.
oh,
Hard.
Oh, wait a
that was
minute
a
here.
dirty blow, Ryan. Not from you, man.
We
That
should
was
get
a
a
Oh,
whole
I
Iowa.
didn't mean it. I didn't mean it as a blow.
I know.
I didn't mean it as a
fake
blow.
blood. I'm telling you, that
those-
was fake blood.
awesome. I love Lee. He's a cool guy.
Ryan,
Good to meet him.
Dallas is
Mhm.
doing AHRA event in Humboldt,
Uh,
Iowa. We should all go there next.
Oh,
week.
yeah, I only work 1 weekend a month. So, but
It's the
usually that's
16th.
I've been to
that's the weekend everything
I've
falls
been to
on.
Humboldt, Iowa. That's a small town.
I'm
I
sure
know
it's a
Jerry was
shithole.
talking about he's going to be at Tri-State pretty soon, and I'd like to try to.
Yeah,
get
he's
there.
been talking all kinds of smack. That's my stomping grounds, man. That's where I got
Yeah.
my championships.
Yeah,
That's where I win all my races at Tri-State. He's talking like,
Yeah.
you're gonna see my Duster's taillights and all that shit. Oh man, you better pack a lunch.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reroute my trip next week. I didn't realize that because I was originally not even in next week. In a few days, I was gonna be going to South Carolina, but I was cutting through Tennessee to Jim Bennett's.
Oh.
But that'll be rerouted now.
Yeah, that was a gut check, man.
Oh, that sucked. I brought him that 71 satellite not even a month ago. It's like it's hard to even believe. I mean, I was standing there just talking with him, shaking his hand a month ago.
Yeah.
It's hard to even believe that.
Oh, had the same thing happen here the other day. My wife's brother-in-law, he was going to work. Had his buddy drive till he got. From what I heard, it's like they got to the work site and he wouldn't wake up, and emergency room and the services are being planned. It was like he's the same age as me.
What, a stroke?
Heart attack, I guess. I'm not sure. Wendy's over here on the side if she's in here right now.
Me and
I don't
Jeremy.
know. You never know. It's
Oh, the hard
Like-
thing is the #1 killer in America. That's the deal.
We were
Number one.
right
Oh,
before we
Jim
started
Bennett,
our
I haven't
YouTube
really
channel.
I haven't really heard details on Jim. It was a heart attack. Was it
Stroke.
Stroke?
Yeah, it was a stroke, right?
I had a buddy that was 34, and me and Jeremy were in HQ drinking Coronas with them, and we all went our separate ways. And half an hour later, he was dead.
If Wendy
pepper-side
wants
down
to
on
come
the
in, I'll
back
drop
of the
out, 'cause
heart
I gotta
attack
go walk
because
the
he had a
dog.
toothache. He was
If you
34
want
years old.
to, you can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can do whatever.
Yeah, sure. No, let Wendy get in. That way Wendy can get in. I'll drop out.
Sure.
See you guys later, man.
All right. Thanks, Mopar
All
Nut.
right, cool. No
Later,
problem.
Nut.
Mopar Nut.
She's got the old laptop up there. Her computer's been taking the shit, so she's on the laptop. Is that
That's the
working?
married couple.
Hey,
Howdy, boss.
that's why. Howdy, boss. That's wife Wendy.
Nice to see your face on it, Wendy. Thanks for commenting all the time, and you and your husband appreciate it.
Between like Wendy and Don and Mopar Nut, they just got everything covered.
Wow, we know where all the fun is.
Cool.
Yeah, I was so happy, like when I finally got to meet Mopar Nut 62, because it's like Johnny Mopar when he put that thing together, and we started chatting. Because I swear, every channel I watch, he'd be in the comment section, and every
Right.
live stream I go to, he's in the comment section. Just a great guy. He was my phone
He's all-
when I was putting that rear end in my satellite. I couldn't get that one brake drum off, so he was kind of talking me through it and stuff. So,
Oh, I love that he's such a nice commenter to all you guys.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He is. He's an asshole to us. Just
Might
because
hold
he
you
knows
to
we
a
can
higher
handle it, I think. I love it. They're always telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Well, say something there, honey. Just, I know you're waiting for no name nationals like the rest of us.
Yeah, I was way ahead of the game on that, but now I haven't even moved since Dino Day, so I've really got to get my stuff together here. I'm not going to make it.
How'd your Dino Day go? I mean, we saw some numbers, but how much sorting did you do on that engine on the dyno?
Nothing. Just had to get it kind of the timing and the air fuel set up because we used the 950 carburetor that was on it. I don't know how old it was, but when Gary took it apart, it was missing the extended jets, and I don't know. Andy swears that engine was making 600 when it was in the Jack Pine originally, but Gary's like, no way, it would be lucky to be making like 500. So it was running lean. We got to work on the fuel system. There were some signs of it running lean and detonating and stuff, but Gary took care of everything.
Lean.
Yeah, I'll be happy with 500 out of my Belvedere.
Mm.
You were gonna drag me down the track, Bigfoot.
Well, I'm gonna get dragged by everybody else. Jeez. But no, it's gonna be fun. That's the only.
I got
reason
456 gears. That's
Hey,
about
hey.
the only advantage.
You know what, guys? You got to be able to put the power down to the ground.
Yeah.
450. I got 275 60 15 drag radials and 456 gears. Ready for it, but I don't know how it'll go.
4,000.
Spinning, you ain't winning. I just know that much.
Hey Don, you gonna come as a participant if you can make a call out? You gonna make a call out?
Can we run the whole mile?
If you run the whole mile, you're gonna be going through somebody's living room to do it, but go for it.
Wow.
On foot.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you gonna make your call out?
Oh, I've been thinking about that a time or two.
You need to make that happen.
Yeah, it's time's getting there.
It's time. Your call
My
out.
guy's just painting his car.
But be careful. Some of those guys are mean.
Man, now I just realized I have 2 call outs on people, neither of which are really published.
Yeah.
And the only one call out I had is now no longer active.
You know
So I
what?
got nothing.
These people are doing all this stuff. At the end of the day, if you're not in this book,
Right.
it's all just cheap talk. I mean,
I got to register still.
Get registered.
So
Yeah, I
how,
still got to register, John.
That's
How-
right. You're not registered yet.
Not yet.
What? What?
You're the only one on the screen who's not registered. Come to think of it.
And didn't you
Please make
title
me
this
feel
No
bad
Name
now.
Nationals or something? This live?
hey,
Yeah.
John, if I were to upgrade from a spectator to a participant, we'd have to do the math, then, wouldn't we?
Upgrade. You got to upgrade to making the call out. I want to see that call out.
And the second car is half price, right, John?
You people.
Yeah.
No,
figure it out.
you never got that deal. We already paid for 3 cars.
You gotta make that call out.
I know. I've
Hey,
been thinking. I got a lot of.
I'll tell you, nobody's called out Terry from our channel yet with
I
the
wanna-
73
I wanna
customers.
produce-
Oh, Don has a lot of teeth to put out for.
I know the call out that Dawn needs to make. I just want to see it happen.
She's in on it. She knows. I've got a notebook down here. I'm.
Oh, we have
Cabral.
some gold teeth and everything.
I see he can't call me out.
Ryan?
What?
Who?
All right, you're kicking in the Spurs, John.
You need to do
I
it.
lost you.
All right, you need to do it. It'll make sense when you see it.
All right. Hey, my brother's in New York. If I needed a trailer, then we can get it there. Or I could drive it, but when that would be expensive in gas.
So Blake, is Terry
Oh,
driving?
Don,
your
you're
Duster?
not letting me drive myself 8 hours.
12.
He's
Oh, I'm sorry,
towing
12.
it.
Wow, that's if you got the hammer down. You're probably looking at 13, 14 by the time you get a couple stops.
You could convoy with Lunar and Roland
I got-
George, and we got some people coming out of the Northeast.
Yeah,
I was-
Coastal Auto Reaction. Are they
Actually,
coming
I
up from
was
that?
thinking one of the popular routes is by Jason, so he's about halfway. So that would make a nice
The-
little middle stop.
Nivlac 57, they're coming out of Pennsylvania. We got lots of people coming out of the Northeast. You could get in a convoy with them.
How many total?
You need to
people
make a
are
little
registered, John?
you need to make a little world map where people's coming from, so they can say in this radius I got.
Well, they're coming from everywhere.
I know.
A convoy can form in any direction at this point.
Aaron's linking up with us from Australia.
That's why everybody needs.
Is he
no
flying into St.
nationals.
Louis?
Yeah, he's flying in. I'm trying to talk him into renting a Hemi car so he can race at the event. And I said, if you don't, then I'll let you race the Barracuda.
I
Well, I
wonder
kinda-
how many states we
kinda
don't
mentioned
have
Ruben that-
represented now.
I kind of mentioned to Ruben that if I got my satellite big block swapped, if I could bring that down, maybe run Mr. Hyde with my satellite and have Aaron.
Oh,
drive
that would be
the
cool.
satellite.
That'd be cool.
But
I don't
I
think
was-
I could
I
beat
was
the jack
thinking-
line. I might have a chance on the satellite.
You know, I was thinking of another event, John.
Plymouth on Plymouth.
All the old
Yeah.
ladies are going to be, tagging along with their guys.
Hey,
What if
John,
we do like the Foxy racer where you put the old ladies in the guys' rides and let them drag race?
yeah,
Has
They
anybody
do that.
challenged
They do
anybody
that.
to
They
a
do
foot
that
race
6
yet?
times a year at our track. It is freaking awesome.
I'd like to see
Sure.
somebody challenge somebody to like a 60-foot race.
Yeah, Brian Breaker's
no.
already challenging Jed to race after a freaking hot dog or some shit.
it'll happen after the track closes.
Is Jed actually going to race or no? I didn't think so.
I got $50 on it. That car doesn't make it down the
Yeah.
track.
I don't think anybody's going to goad him into doing it either.
No. Sorry, Jed. I really like you. I just don't think you're gonna do it.
I'm so taking
Yeah.
the fifth on that one.
I would just as even if he just brought Jezebel, it's such an icon for us YouTubers.
That's what I told him.
Right.
If nothing else, just bring
Just
it.
bring it.
People are gonna just be all over that car no matter what. I mean,
Right. Even if he just puts it in the car show, people are going to flock around it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lord knows
It's a
I've been
great
dying to
car.
See that car forever. So.
Ruben,
Oh.
Ruben, it's not that we don't know what he said.
Yeah. We know what he said, but we were asked if it's gonna happen.
See, John, now you got me thinking how I'm going to get this car to Sykeston if I have to.
I'm telling you that do your call out, and in that 1% chance, we'll help you make it happen.
Oh, I got a trailer. It's just a phone call away. Brothers are good that way.
I bet there's going to be a decent amount of people there that are going to be selling their T-shirts and stickers too.
Oh, there's
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, hey, what are you talking about? Your merch is gonna be there.
everybody's going home with a new wardrobe.
Yeah, my stuff will be live within a week, I think.
Yeah, I checked it out, man. It looks good.
Making finishing touches on it today. Today, tomorrow.
Ben said you're probably the best person other than me because I'm sitting next to him that he's ever worked with.
Well, that's cool.
Because you gave him good input. Like Mike from My Car Shop, guarantees not watching it right now. He told Ben, watch a couple of my episodes. How does that make you have an idea for a t-shirt? So I
Right.
watched the first 30 minutes of it and he's like,
Don, can you hear me?
I definitely
Tell
want to
me.
go through your. I
Tell
definitely
me
want
what
to
you
go through
want.
your
Yes,
guys'
honey.
lake. And Ryan
Yeah,
suggested-
Bigfoot, you definitely do.
I paid quite a bit for those shirts individual that I
Did
got.
you say you
those
paid
for-
like 30 or something for them?
Yeah, 34 a piece. Yeah.
Jeez.
But
I'll,
like I said, it was never to sell. So
Right.
it's just like
I'll PayPal you right now for 2X just like that.
what size are you, John?
2X,
Yeah.
just like the one I see Joe sporting. I'm so
So
jealous of that shirt.
The
Mr.
irony,
Floyd, if you want to
I
get
got
a hold of
one.
Ben and have him make the Jack Pine Savage shirt for you,
I know.
for a
Yeah.
lot less
Make a
money.
run of it.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love
That
it.
Jack Pine Savage shirt is awesome. I'm afraid to wear it. I don't want to wreck it.
The irony
Don,
is,
where
I
did you get them
I set them
43
in the back
magnets?
seat of my truck, and
made from?
they got something on some of them. So
Over
it
the
might be
cross the river.
a stain on my two
Local.
X's, but I'll see
Okay,
what
I
I
want to
got.
get some
I think
magnets
I have
made,
about one
made for the
3X.
van and that.
Bigfoot, you can have a little discount
We'll
section,
talk about that.
lightly damaged.
Okay.
Well, I think Ben's up to like, since we all been talking about merch and all that, then I think he's up to 8 or 9 YouTube channels he's working on right
Damn,
now.
that's good for him.
Yeah, I was looking at his store. Isn't Duddy going through him too?
Yeah, but Ben's wife is what adds all the merchandise to the Etsy, and she's been going through surgeries right now.
Right. Yeah. Like I
So
talked to her the other
she's
day.
been laid up.
Yeah, I guess
she's
she had
not
some
good.
like gallbladder or something. I don't know
and
what. Something.
she went last month to get a surgery on her stomach because she can't eat. Anytime she eats, she just throws up.
Yeah.
So she got surgery done on her stomach, and it didn't really make it that much better. And then she went back in just 2 days ago for surgery.
And he can put like other people's art. Like if I send him my artwork, he could put it on a shirt.
Yep. And the cool thing
He
with
can-
Ben is he doesn't charge you designing fees like most, like Teesprings and all them other Chinese companies. They charge you a $25 setup cost.
So
for a
I've got
design fee.
2 Hoosier shirts that are now just shirts that I got from Teespring because the stuff all sloughed.
They're just red shirts now.
Yeah. Oh, the worst part was one was the Moparnet 62 edition with the 70.
With the
Or-
charger.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I love that shirt, but I mean, within
Oh,
3
yeah.
days, that just came off. I was so pissed.
This I've
Like the
washed
design
the hell
on
out of
them,
this,
like,
man.
crap.
This is what we.
Mm.
This is ink printed onto translucent paper,
Mhm.
and then you press the translucent paper ink onto your shirt at 300 degrees, and it
Because
cooks
I
the
threw
ink
up
into
a
it.
Bigfoot's and Mopar logo that I would like to
Yeah,
put on,
melts it.
like
I've got-
boots and stuff.
I've got that same hoodie that Blake's wearing, and it's more durable than I thought. See, Dallas had told me that the direct to garment stuff wasn't very good in the old days, but it's
That's
apparently,
vinyl, though.
yeah, it's come a long way. It's come a long way, and so what that hoodie is really good, and I have right here. I have this shirt too. I just
Hey,
had
Blake,
this
look at the
sitting
comments.
here in the studio. I mean, it's
Blake,
really
look what
durable
Mopar said.
stuff.
Oh, Mopar, he's just a hater, dude.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mopar Nut 62
Mopar Nut
said Jack.
62's got some beef with us or something, where he's always got to pick the scale.
He said-
He's really nice to
He said the
everybody
Jack
else.
Pine shirt is awesome.
No, he isn't, Blake.
Careful, Blake.
He spreads the
I draw
love.
my line.
He,
there.
he sold me, he's like,
Go
Um,
it, cat.
he told
I'm
me
on Team
something
Mopar,
about
that's
small
fine.
blocks at Battery Productions don't last very long, and I said, just like sweatpants for you.
Yeah.
Would
That was one of the
anybody,
first-
would anybody like to purchase a cat?
How many
Free,
lives has it got left?
free shipping.
That's,
Free
that's, an
shipping.
elegant, that's an elegant way of asking an old question, Don.
Yeah, the first shirt I mailed off was the Moparnet 62.
Well, the Jack Pine isn't a ripoff of Richard Petty
No,
STP either.
it's literally
Yeah.
just a picture off my door.
I got mine hand delivered. So I beat all you.
I bring it upon myself, don't I, Mr. Nut?
There you go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Refrigerator magnets.
There's the door art for the Valiant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got all the sponsors. Everything's magnetic. It's fridge magnets. Just bought a roll of that, and the guy across the river printed these off for me for $40.
I need a nice white and red and silver
You know-
number 3.
Hey, Don English. You know what I
There
would
goes
pay
Mopar Nut again.
you know what I would pay a week's pay to see happen? I'd give a week's pay to see Tom Muse break out the whiteboard and do a 30-minute video on the rear suspension on that white Valiant.
I wish Tom could do a 10-minute video.
I would like to
anything.
see that.
I'd like somebody to explain it to me.
You know what? You need to get Tom Muse to do it.
I'll
You
be at
should-
Carlisle.
You should get Tom to get the whiteboard at Carlisle, and I'll shoot it. Okay, I'll take lots of sedatives so that I make it, and I'll shoot it, and we'll put that up.
All right.
And then ask Tom, is it okay to run Super Sack Springs without a pinion snuffer?
Correct.
And
You know what's funny? When I saw Brian put up that video, I saw Dust Devil Brian put up a video talking about Super Stock Springs. Before I even watched Brian's video, I said, there's going to be a Tom Muse rebuttal to this with the whiteboard. And in 24 hours,
Ding.
there it was.
Mopar Nut knows your pain, Blake.
yeah, I don't want, no, I just want to stay as far away from surgery as possible. God bless you, brother. But surgery and spine, those words don't mix.
Blake just doesn't want to get put off driving duty for September 30th.
Hey, Bigfoot, it seems like you're gone, but then you're trying to join again. What happened?
Well, boys, it sounds like I got some rat killing to get a hold of. Trying.
I got a bolt too. I gotta be pretending to be a carpenter tomorrow. So who knows? That may even make my community. Hey, Don, I'll show this to Don real quick. He'll appreciate this. This is the project I've got going on right now at the old factory home place.
Oh wow!
Oh, there you got
Look
it.
at that. They have a gas powered ladder taking up shingles and everything.
Yeah, it's an elevator.
It's cool, man.
What are
Yeah,
they,
throw a couple bundles on, hit the clutch, runs it right up. Just make sure somebody's at the top.
they're still using pitchforks though for tear
Now
off?
watch these guys work, running around just flat-footed, no harness on a Cape Cod roof. Man, they don't care.
Yeah, they're walking like it's flat ground.
That ain't shit until you start looking at churches.
Well, yeah. So okay. There's a church like about a mile down the road here, and it's got one of those. I don't know what you call them. You roofers will know this, but
Like
what is that little weird interior triangle that has shingles on it that's underneath of an eave?
dormer.
No, it's that little triangular accent thing. So when your eave comes down, right, little flower rafter goes to the bottom. It's got this little triangle at the bottom, and it's got shingles on it. It's only like 2 or 3 square feet, and it was put there just to annoy roofers endlessly, I'm sure. Well, anyway, there's a church down here. That guy, he had to have 40 feet of extension ladder going up to that thing. And I saw him climb all the way up there working on it. And I'm thinking, that ladder has to just move like an entire width in the wind. And they don't even phase them.
And he had a big block and tackle with the rope pulling the wheelbarrow that had his balls in it right behind him.
Was he just patching it? Was he just making a patch, or was he?
I don't know what he was doing up there. It was
He's doing
scary
the
me
whole-
just to watch.
If he's doing the whole roof, he should have got a lift.
I can't pull the video up quick enough on my phone.
Well, that's what they
Well,
do.
do you
in
remember in the
West
late
Virginia.
80s, the 80s and the 90s where you seen all them church peaks getting cut off all the time? You'd see
Staples.
steeples all over. I used to see them laying all over the place, and then churches would just have a regular peak on them. They'd get rid of the steeples off
I
because they
said
wanted to reshingle, I think.
They were lightning rods.
Yeah.
Well, then the churches figured out you can make a lot of money putting your cell phone antennas in those steeples, and they went right back up.
Yeah.
And that's what they do with them.
Our local church next to Jeremy's house was going to be demolished.
We
They're
got
saying because there wasn't enough tenants. They didn't want to pay property taxes on it.
Well, I got a scoop. Hey, Ryan, Streetcar Chronicles, how's it going, man? I
Ryan,
got a scoop.
hop
I
in
got
here,
a
brother.
training tomorrow.
Right,
Y'all
John.
be good. Take care. Thanks for having me on your live, Ryan.
Good night, John.
Yeah, drugs do suck, but hopefully it's inflammation and spinal fluid that hopefully it can dissipate and give me some relief because I'm sick of feeling like lava running down my spine all the time.
There's an open spot for a few more minutes if anybody in the comments wants to jump up.
Streetcar Chronicles. Get your Chevy ass in here.
Ryan won't come on here as long as I'm on here. He's scared.
Right? Well, hey, Don, Wendy, it was great to meet you.
Yeah.
Mr. Foot,
Nice to
old
meet you
hat.
guys too.
Yeah.
See you again soon. Ryan, same here.
And If you go
I
to
got
Carlisle or
No name.
Missouri, we'll
Say
You
meet
guys
there.
will. Hey, we'll be down at No Name Nationals. You can bank on that. We'll get to meet.
Oh yeah,
them.
we're already there.
And we're gonna have name tags too.
Well, we won't need them because everybody's starting to know us. But there's going to be 100 people down there. I have no clue who is.
But Don,
there's-
the difference is here face to face, we're still gonna have name tags on our shirts.
Wow, we'll worry
It'll
about
say
that.
Don and Wendy English.
Well, we designed a logo that says "Hello, my name is." As a name
Oh, there
tag
you go.
underneath.
Well,
No Name
let's-
Nationals.
I just have stickers. We'll write on it with permanent marker.
permanent marker, cheap ink. All
We'll
right.
see Mopar's in the park, Blake.
Oh, for sure, brother. Oh, and maybe let's talk about getting together for that Humboldt on next weekend. That ain't that far away from you guys, is it?
I
About
don't know.
4 hours.
4
Is
hours.
it by
is about-
Cedar Rapids or?
It's north. It's closer to Minnesota than it is to me. I mean, it's probably
It's
closer to you guys.
North Central Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if as long as I've got the weekend off, you know,
It's the
there's 1 week
16th.
I disappear out of the month, and then I pretty much have a lot.
And
of
Dallas is going to be there. Our buddy, the president of the AHRA. Isn't that cool that our friend owns the AHRA? Come on, guys, we got to go meet him.
Mark, I think it's like 30 miles off of 35.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a straight shot down.
West. I bought
All right,
a
guys.
hood and some fenders there.
Got to get to my rat killing. Nice seeing y'all.
Boy, that
All right,
young,
we'll see you,
that
Blake.
young boy is smart, ain't he?
What?
I said that young boy's smart, ain't he? He knows his roads and everything. Yes, you with the hat.
Streetcar Chronicles is coming after you, Bigfoot.
Uh-oh. I can't see the comments, so he's just.
He said, "What's up, Mark?" Exclamation point. I got something for that Jack Pine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, the Jack Pine's a giant slayer. If you haven't heard, you know, I only go after like the hardcore guys like that. You know.
Wow. I'm just a spectator for all this, so I'm just waiting for it to come down.
I don't think my Belvedere's got much for you, Mark.
Unless we upgrade.
My
later,
4,000
Don.
pound 12-second.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I can't wait to see the Belvedere though. I need to get over
Yeah,
there
that'd be
and
cool.
kind of check it out.
Yeah, we'll have to
And
put
then,
something together.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're 440, you're are you gonna do much to it? Do you need anything or?
I've got I don't know if you saw the short that I did. It was probably a few weeks ago about that 72 440 I got.
I saw it running.
Right. It was in a 66 Charger. It's out now. I need to go get it picked up whenever we can coordinate properly. But it's fairly standard. It's all stock, but I'm going to be swapping the intake carburetor. I'm put about a 520-ish lift cam in it.
Okay.
And I'm getting some closed chamber heads built for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Should come out to about 9 3/4 to 1 compression. Because it was a lower compression engine.
You
It
got
says
adjustable
72.
rockers already, or
No.
because with the 528, you're probably gonna need.
I'm having the heads, the guides milled and everything. So
Yeah. Okay. Because I know, like,
I got a guy
like 500's like about the limit on.
on stock
factory.
without machining the guides. Yeah, you just got to cut.
That was my one thing that I was missing for my 440. So, because we were going to go with the 578 cam, the purple cam that Kuda Dan has, but
yeah. I'm just waiting to see what Kuda Dan pulls out of his pocket next.
that boy's got toys. He's got Chuck Lofgren building him a 401 AMC engine for that AMX of his.
Oh yeah,
and it's a pretty badass car right now. It's got a 360 dual quads, 4-speed. I love that little thing, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we can get done with the Belvedere. But I got about a 3600 stall converter and 456 gears.
Yeah,
it'll be somewhat light. I'm not obviously putting all the accessories and stuff back on it, really, it's going to be about 3,800 pounds. It'll be a little.
You'll be
on the lighter
surprised.
side.
B bodies really don't weigh as much as people think.
Right.
Johnny
only-
Mopar was depressed when I told him how much my car actually weighed because
Yeah.
he was building that A body, and he's like, if he would have, like, he has another friend with a B body and he got it down to a respectable weight too, and he's like, man, he's a B body guy. So
The only weight figure that I can get for a comparison for my car would be a 67 Belvedere GTX, because I was trying to find something close with a 440 and everything.
but the
but the only
GTX
weight-
was a luxury model too, so it
Yeah,
was gonna have
so it had
the-
all the extra stuff on it, which, I mean, I'll have bucket seats and a console and all that stuff too. But it had this one, I found a figure on it, was like 3750 on it, but it was power steering, power brakes, disc brakes, air
And you're not putting
conditioning.
heating core and stuff in it, are you? This time
No,
around? Yeah.
no.
So, I mean, Jay
I'll probably
Ray
drop
Racing just did
150
a really
pounds
good
off
video
that.
where they showed how much all the stuff that they took off their car weighed. And
Right.
It comes off pretty quick when you start doing away with real car stuff,
Oh yeah, a lot of little stuff.
and definitely like any kind of shared like knowledge at the track and that. Cullen and I are going to rent that 8th Mile track sometime this summer. He didn't tell me when. How
far away is that?
He's in Mankato, so it's north of him somewhere. I don't know the name of it, but it's a nice little track. And he said that right now they've got 6 guys for sure. They'd like to get quite a few more. Just it's still, he goes, even when they had, I don't know, like 20 to 50 guys, he said it was back to back, just running and having fun. It's like without the
Mhm.
hassle of everything else going on, and it's not like you're
Yeah,
waiting in line forever to make a run. You just, whenever you up and want to, you just go up to the line. So, but yeah, I definitely want you to come along to the track and stuff when I'm trying to
yeah.
and stuff too.
And there's
Gary's
there's
gonna
gonna
go
be
with me,
some-
so Gary's got all that 78 years of drag racing knowledge.
Yeah.
So
there's going to be some interesting stuff crossing our path coming soon, so I'll be looking forward to that. There's a couple cars I got my eye on. A bunch of cars leaving.
Yeah, I heard you talking about your shuffle that you got going
Oh.
on there.
73 Chargers going away tomorrow.
Man, that's going to be hard to.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even
an
want to let it
icon.
go. That was the first car I ever really built.
Yeah.
But that's going away. A bunch of other stuff's going away. But
Yeah, I saw
It
that
happens.
that blue one in the garage, the 72. That went away.
Yeah.
Hey, Mopernut's back.
Hey,
Yeah,
Don,
the
Don's back
internet,
too.
was a jerk. It wouldn't let me back in.
Ryan.
Where's
I
Blake?
just told him that the link was the same as it was. I don't know if it
I had-
changed.
Hey, it was asking me for permission. It was going. We got security issues. I'm like, security.
just-
I'm just here.
Well, I
And you
didn't
just said,
kick you
"I'm
out,
Mopernut
so
62, God damn it, let me in.
He
Yeah.
now,
It's Blake's fault. It's Blake's fault. That's what it is. It's Blake's
Yeah.
fault.
no,
I
he,
never trusted Blake.
he has a VIP list now.
oh, you're gonna make Blake jump back in here.
I'm Team Mopar.
Oh, I want Blake to
I
jump
said
back
that
in
earlier.
here. He was making me cry with his back pain thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That sucks, man. I know that sucks. That back, I got my L5. I got a
Mhm.
spider in my back, and I had the operation. Let me tell you, it's the worst pain I ever felt in my life. And I've been beaten up. I've gotten into fights. I've gotten in all car accidents, all kinds of shit. And I can tell you, that pain was the worst pain in the world. I will
I've got-
fight with any
imagine.
woman that says that her birth pangs are worse. You
I've
get
never-
Looks like Blake's come back in quick.
To defend his honor.
Yeah.
Where's
Is Ryan
Where's the
still
guy
in the
that was-
is Ryan still down in the chats? Streetcar Chronicles.
Not that I see.
yeah.
I'd like to be on a live with him sometime. He's funnier than hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, this is the first time I've done a live, and it sure did work. so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, just finding
I
the
think-
buttons is a bit of a problem, but it happens.
The first live I ever did on like the old school live in that shop that I was renting from Melanie. I mean, I had
Yeah.
like
Oh,
John
he's coming back
Wilburn,
too. Now
all
I
the
need
big
coffee.
names in there. It
That was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. But I was like, I couldn't be. I mean, I was like, holy cow, you know.
Yeah, it's turning into a good time.
Yeah, this was one of the best things to happen to YouTube. I think is to have the ability to do these like StreamYard live streams on here.
On Wilburn,
Oh,
Dallas, they come out with this No Name Nationals. I knew it's gonna write a new chapter in YouTube.
Yeah. Anymore though,
Hopefully it
people are
goes
trying
off,
to nail
man.
down
I
their
like to take
specific
off
stream
nice and
times.
clean.
We ought to take a poll on how many people's going to be in the live Friday night for this
Yeah, that'd be-
announcement. I bet you there'll be.
I'm not gonna be.
No, well,
I gotta work. I'll
well,
probably be like a ghost listening, but
I work daylight now, so once the sun goes down, I don't have nothing to do.
yeah.
I'm a
Well,
bum.
This No
Oh,
Name
how fun.
Nationals is just turning into nuts. Trying to keep up with everybody's videos and subscribe here, and
It is hard, you know.
Like and
I'll
comment.
admit I go to my old, my original subscriptions first, and then I kind of go back, and then sometimes I'm like, "Where did this come from?" and they're like, "Oh yeah, I subscribed to this guy."
saying trying to keep my notifications clear. This.
Mm.
But you know, everybody's trying, so I try and do my
Hey, Blake.
I'm on my phone now. You know how it all started, though? We were in a live with Brian. It was me, Ruben, and Jed, and some other guys, and we were talking about how cool it would be to meet up in a central location and just drag race one day. And well, John was there too.
I was in the chat. I
Yeah.
remember it.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And John's like, "We should do something like that. That'd be cool with all YouTubers." And that's how it all snowballed from that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like about like 6 of us just waiting for him to announce it.
Yeah. Come on. And John's the kind of guy that gets shit done. And it
Yeah.
was what, like a week later?
Definitely got.
And him and Dallas were in
I would
between
never-
3 tracks. And
I would never take on that kind of task.
well, I was going to talk to Tri-State Raceway
Mhm.
because Iowa's not as populated as other states. And I
Yeah.
know that, like Ruben, when he went to Test and Tune and he video called me his first time drag race and said, what do I do? What do I do?
Mhm.
And so I coached him through it. He was in a line of like 80 cars. And on a Test and Tune day at Tri-State, you got like 40 cars. And it just clicks and moves and moves and moves.
Johnny Mopar.
One of the guys that I'm going to have do some fab work for me, he has a shop called 111 Customs. And just by meeting him, he's the guy I bought the brake transmission from with the black 69 Roadrunner. And him and his buddies rent one of the 8th Mile tracks here in central Minnesota. And I was telling Ryan about that. He said right now they've only got like 6 guys. And I told him, well, I'm a definite in. And I don't know how far of a drive that'd be for any of you guys. But he says it's a blast. You know, you just go and run whenever you want. And, you know, they're actually trying to get more guys just because.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Well,
make it worthwhile.
our track's actually for sale right now.
Is that the Tri-State one?
Yeah, for like, I think it's 1.4 or 3 million, one of those two numbers.
That'd be nice.
I mean, obviously it's a lot of difference,
yeah.
but I mean, if we ever hit that 100 subscriber play button and get to that Cletus McFarland level,
Dude, yeah, that's the way you
I'd be
do it.
buying my own track.
You got to gamble big to win big, you know. Like, if a guy could put the scratch to do that and make a regular, like, no-name national home, you know.
The one thing we all suffer from is marketing.
Yeah.
We don't do enough marketing for ourselves, and what he did was marketed hardcore.
Oh yeah.
And behind every good man's a good woman, and you know, Cletus's wife is helping out, and he's got a crew of everybody that's all in it, all on board, all hands on, all the time. So
Yeah, I mean, even
That's
look
what
at
it takes, a team.
Well, didn't
Even
you
look
start
at
off
Vice
with
Grip.
13, 20 videos and then branched off or something like
Yeah.
that?
Vice Grip's wife is a huge part of his channel.
Oh yeah.
exactly.
And they're really nice people. When I met him at that car show that he put on when his first year of his channel, super good, nice people. And he made time to go around to every young guy there, and spent a lot of time talking to them about their cars.
It's just though, hey, I can't do the whole the Upper Peninsula thing, Hey,
I'm over the revivals. I really don't care if it'll run, and I
Yeah.
don't really care about driving something. I love cars, so it's like, to me, it's like, what's the story of the car after that? What's the story before that? What's the history of the car? What
Is that Big Richard in there?
Yeah, Big Richard.
All right.
well,
Yeah.
when Vice Grip started, so you got Dylan McCool, Junkyard Diggs, and Thunderhead 289. And I think they all might have went to school together at one time or something. They were all buddies.
Yeah.
They all started a YouTube channel, and at the end of every video in the early days, they used to shout each other out.
I like Thunderhead 289. He's got some nice tips on his.
Oh.
Junkyard Diggs was at that car show, him and his girlfriend Mook, and he looked offended when he gave me a sticker to his car, and I didn't put it on my satellite.
Oh,
I was like, dude, nobody's sticker's going on the satellite, not even my own. You know?
Well, I've talked to Luke and stuff on his Facebook page, and he's a
Yeah.
super cool guy. You can tell he's a
Luke
cool
seems
guy.
like the
I've,
most down to earth of all of them, I think.
I've never asked him one time for a shout out, but one time I said, "Are you going to go to Torque Fest?" And he said he was, and I said it'd be cool to
Mm.
do a video like
No.
in with each other, maybe help me get some subscribers. I was at 300 at the time, so they didn't probably pay any attention to me.
Dirtyard Diggs was kind of high and mighty because he was bigger than Vice Grip at the time, and
And I'm like, come on,
kind of
help another fellow Iowan out. Come on, And no, it didn't happen. So
it ain't gonna happen.
not with us. No, we're too un-PC, I think.
PC? You? Me?
You mean normal?
Sometimes I'll edit the F words out of a video, and then sometimes I'll be sitting there editing, and I'm like, you know what? Jeremy dropped 8 F-bombs, whatever they're staying in.
Well, like when I watched like your videos and like Duddy's videos and Streetcar Chronicles and that, I'm like, man, you guys set a good bar, and I really want to step my game up if I'm going to start actually making like regular video content and stuff.
You got a mini fridge?
I need to get a computer so I can actually, because I do everything on my phone, and that's why my videos are kind of short.
Well, all that teleportation shit that we do, I think that's nobody else is doing that through their mini fridge,
I love that when I saw that. Yeah.
So I think we got the corner marketed right there. So what I did is I edited all that, and I'd send the video clips to Duddy. So if you want anything done like that,
yeah.
send me your
He's got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of editing stuff, and he edits another guy's YouTube channel. And for my other YouTube channel, I've talked to him, and he wants to get involved in that. So I think I'm going to I'm pretty good on my own once I kind of learn where the certain buttons are and how to do what. And I think it'll transfer over pretty easy. I just got to get a computer.
And then you got Uncle Tony who goes.
I bought a cheap laptop, but that took a shit.
His April Fool's video. We need an intro. We need an intro. And he's saying a bunch of shit that we do in our show.
Yeah, that first video I saw of Duddy's where he was like trolling you guys hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I knew I loved him then.
I had to bite my tongue at a recent Tony video. I don't know if you saw the one where he was checking out that 68 satellite at Kiwis.
Uh-oh.
Is that Aqua one? Kind of an Aqua.
Oh, it was Dylan McCool's car first.
Yeah,
of all.
yeah.
That. I almost want to make a video calling out all the BS in that one, but
he did another video on that car.
Well, he did another video on that full of crap, is what he did.
Mm.
He's just going around. He's just claiming that everything is 100% kind of his way, which it's not. He's like, oh, these 68 through 70 cars always had an 8 3/4. They never had an 8 1/4. Even the Slant 6 cars had 8 1/4. I'm like, no, you're full of crap. My dad had a 68 Charger with an 8 1/4. I got a field out in South Dakota full of them that I know. They all got 8 1/4s in them from the factory. I got a Belvedere sitting in my front yard with an 8 1/4 in it. That's a 68. Same year as what you're looking at.
My
It's
buddy-
like it's not a big deal, but I just hate him passing off crap like that with the common guy doesn't know any better. He's like, oh, okay, that must be right. And then he goes on, he's like, there's no way to tell a HP from a non-HP 67 440 without taking the valve cover off and looking at the valve springs. I'm like, you're full of crap. It's right by the intake. There's a pad. It says HP right on it, or it doesn't.
Who is this guy?
Uncle Tony.
Are you fucking no? Come on, he doesn't say that shit, does he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
Go look at the video.
You're
He's
not
looking
gonna
at it.
get. You're not gonna get a rewind on this. You know that, right? You're not gonna get a rewind.
No,
on, hey, I was wrong.
no. Well, that was that.
You know
was
what?
just-
You can't be right every single time, and if you're confident,
No,
like
no.
always, you know, like one night I was in a live chat and I said,
I'm not a numbers correct guy, but I know.
No, I'm not going to hold him to it or anything. But he's
I
like,
know most of the stuff he was saying there was wrong. Then, if
And
that's
I
what
get
he was
it.
saying,
he just gets so overly confident about it that I think he misses it sometimes.
or maybe
knows
he wants
which is
someone to
fine.
call him out on it. You know,
one night we're in the live chat and Tony started talking about motorcycles. I love motorcycles. I'm a big Honda guy, and I said one of the coolest bikes ever made was the RC31, and I said nothing sounded like that V4. And Tony, you know, said no, Bad Tree Productions, they're never V4s, they're V2s, and no, they weren't V2s, they're V4s, because my brother
Oh
owned them.
man. Right.
But you know, and whatever, I'm not right about everything, but you got to be confident when you're on camera. You know,
Mhm.
never be embarrassed to repeat yourself either, because
Right.
there's always a new viewer.
Yeah, but I still want a guy when he's wrong to say to me, "Hey, I was wrong, and I'm gonna correct it." That's what I want to see.
Right. Like, and I don't want to be that guy that tries to call anybody out and be like, oh, well, I don't want to be seen as that kind of a jerk about anything. But I could go in my shop, I could pull a 67 440 off the shelf and show them exactly where to look for everything.
But never apologize unless you ever get called out on it either. So like all these guys that go, excuse the wind in the background. Nobody gives a shit. You don't have to say excuse the wind in the background. You know, like there's
Saw the
times
video I did.
exactly, and there's times where video files get corrupt, and a lot of the videos I never bring it up. And there's tons of footage that was never in the video. But if you never bring it up, the viewer never knows any the better. You know.
Right.
Right.
So just be confident in yourself, and
Like I said,
because you're being scrutinized, and Mopar Nut 62 in here loves to scrutinize.
oh yeah, I will pick it apart if I have to. If it's something I know, and I'm gonna pick it apart. Steve Valiente, right? He came out and said that big block Mopars oil through the push rods. Dude,
Oh, yeah,
they really
and-
oil through the push rods?
Mopar Nut 62 doesn't know how to say Mignante. He thinks it's
That's
magenta.
right.
Magenta. Like the color.
Magenta.
Like the color.
Hey, I can't remember names. All I can remember is cars. Okay.
Just say Steve Maggs. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
Steve
like a
made
mag
nothing.
wheel.
I never liked his show on Motor Trend myself.
Who's that, Junkyard Gold or
Junkyard Gold. I tried watching
Oh,
him.
come
Ah,
on.
he's just not my
There's a-
kind of style of guy. He seems
There's
like
a lot of
too much
history,
a
and
square,
he's
man.
very informational, not very entertaining.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, great. Kind of a square though.
His information level's here. His entertainment level is here. You know.
I like that he's got like 4, 5, 6 minute videos, and it doesn't burn a whole lot of. And some things are pretty cool.
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. That 62 cop car is building.
Dude, that's my face. I'm trying to
That's a dart, isn't it?
No,
Like always starting trouble. Always starting trouble.
Trouble? Where's Trouble? Trouble's my middle name.
Big Richard, you still got your 68 satellite?
What's that?
You still got your 68 satellite?
Actually selling it. If you know anybody wants to buy it.
How much?
Yeah, it looked like a pretty nice car, man.
Huh?
Looked like a pretty sweet car.
It's a pretty. I tell you what, it's about as rust free can get.
I'll buy it.
It's spent. The floors are absolutely perfect.
Oh, Ryan's
So-
in here.
There's
Yeah.
no.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
Streetcar Chronicles wants to jump in if anybody wants to sacrifice
No.
themselves.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice
All right.
because I want to see.
I'll jump
I
out.
just wanted to mess
Ryan,
with Blake.
Okay.
I'll step out so they can come in.
I would jump out, but I gotta talk some shit.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
Don.
that's it.
See you
That's
later,
it.
man.
I'm not leaving.
I'm trying to
I need Mopar not here for protection.
and just
You need Mopar enough for backup?
There's the
Oh,
big
there he
Mopar
is.
lover right there.
Well.
Dude.
Well, no, it's
So
pretty
I was
rust
lurking.
free.
I was lurking in one of Blake's live streams once, and I saw Ryan on there, and he mentioned having seen my dyno video, and right away I'm like, okay, yeah. And I was looking at your Malibu, and then like you were talking about ran low sevens, and I'm like, yeah, shit, what the hell? That'd be a good race.
Yeah.
And then somebody put a monster mountain motor in the car.
Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby.
12.5 to 1.
Yeah.
Pro mod motor.
It's kind of high compression, but it's a heavy car.
It's a heavy car. What's it, all of 3,800 pounds?
But my question for Ryan is, did you see all my dyno videos?
I didn't see all your dyno videos. I just saw the engine dyno video. That
Brian's
Do you
son
ever
is
wonder
my
what
favorite.
happened to the other one?
Is there another one I need to go check out? I missed.
It's kind of famous. It was
Oh,
one of the
okay.
first Strict Flow 270 head engines, but
I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and dig through the archives.
yeah. It ain't got no fuel injection though. Just 850
Well,
quick fuel.
quick
just
behind
pump
the
gas,
scenes.
just a pump gas street motor.
Quick behind the scenes Streetcar Chronicles snafu. We technically don't have fuel injection right now either.
Yeah, I heard you saying that one was going to be too small. Or
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I have a buddy of mine that would work really good on his that black '68 Camaro.
oh, that's a beautiful car.
Yeah, I built that car like 4 times over, and Greg's a really good dude, but he's one of those guys that he doesn't know. He loves cars, but he doesn't know how to work on a car. Like, you don't want to leave
He's
him
me.
alone. No. It's
I got friends like that.
Dude, I take pride in that. I'm trying
bro.
to.
I asked him one time. He grenaded the 12 bolt in that car, and we were taking it to a friend's house. And I said, "Look, hey, I'm gonna go take a deuce real quick. I just want you to stick the bolts back in the cover, okay?" And I come outside, and like he's laying there on the ground. He's like looking at it, and he's like, "Man, something's wrong." I was like, "What?" He cross-threaded 4 of the diff cover bolts. I'm like, "What are you doing? How did you do that?"
Okay. I'm a little bit better than him.
But yeah, his car, we put a Pro Charger on it. We built the 509 for that thing and put a Pro Charger on it, and it's blow through. And for somebody like me who knows carburetors, it's not that big a deal. But for a guy like him, yeah, it's a nightmare. So.
Well, the guy that built the engine's a 78-year-old guy, and he used to advertise in magazines back in the day. But he ran a shop called Magnum Superchargers, and that's the name of his business. And
Oh wow,
he builds a lot of boosted engines. He builds a lot of those supercharger engines and stuff.
Yep.
He's got a Pro Charged big block Chevy in there that's about 1,200 horsepower.
Yeah, see that's
But he's wanting to sell it, but a lot of guys want to kick the tire, but no one wants to pay for it.
Oh sure, man, that's the name of the game anymore. You get the internet cold feet.
I'm bringing 2,800 pounds of Nacho Cuda.
2,800, damn dude.
Jeez,
do I get a head start or what?
That's more than my 4,000 pounds.
What's the motor that's going to be in the Nacho?
So, Mopar nut, I have 7 of my hypertectic pistons that are still good.
Cool.
Obviously, the 8th one is not good. And I called Summit and Jegs up today, and neither of them can get me one single piston. So,
Wow.
Rob using his deal and get them drop shipped to me. He can get me Keith Blacks for $380, which ain't bad, and that's with rings from Keith Black.
Right.
But I'm getting a cylinder bore gauge. We ordered one up just so we can get the right rings to be ordered with it.
All right, did you get a cheap one or an expensive one?
Jay showed me the cheap one for like 60, Then he showed me the $120 one.
Okay.
I'm like, why don't we just get the $120 one?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
Jed is in here.
But we found a fresh machined 30 over block, 72 block in Madison, Wisconsin, which is about 2 hours away from me. I'm going to go get that on Saturday. And I'm going to.
What was the overbore on the one that had the window in the cylinder?
That was 30 over. That was a 77 block.
Wow. Okay.
That was actually, if you decoded the numbers out the side of the block, it was a Mopar performance replacement engine, or it would have been for a Little Red Express. Because, like the 78 would have been built in 77.
Mm-hmm.
Or could have had a 77 casting block in it.
Or a 78, depending on how long it was built.
Right.
What the production was.
So the block actually had, I think, a little bit of value to it, but that was the biggest kick to the sack was when I put the bore scope in. I'm like, God dang it. Because I've been dragging that block around with me for 19 years. Since 2002 when I first got it. And so it was a big bummer. And apparently, and obviously nobody believed me because it happened on April 1st.
Yeah.
I believed it. I never thought it was a April Fool deal.
Well, Jeremy didn't.
Well, that's my biggest fear is like, let's say I get up and running and I go to the track for a while and I break something spendy, that's going to be like, oh, man.
Luckily for me, I'm on a crash course to finish about 3 days before we have to leave from Missouri. So I'll probably drive
ghetto some stuff.
Yeah, I'll drive all the way there and figure out my problems in the parking lot.
I got a short block, 60 over short block 360, and I'm gonna try and blow that up.
Yeah, do that.
Well, who's going for the biggest oil down?
Yeah,
when I was pulling out pieces of that cylinder wall, I'm like, man, this cylinder wall doesn't seem all that damn thick.
Yeah, did you guys measure any of it to see what the thickness was?
We did on the live stream with the caliper, but we were drinking beer by that time, so I don't remember.
Okay.
But if you weren't going to be able to use that 451, I kind of rethought about rebuilding that 400 block into like a backup short block.
Well,
like
then you messaged me about all them parts with that big block, and I'm like, well, I just rebuilt the transmission for the D200, that transmission series, that 727.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well, we got that, but then I'm like, then do I got to find C-body, HP manifolds for it to work in an A-body, or go fender well, and the fender wells in the nacho are rust-free and solid? And
I love.
You don't want to cut into them, right?
Big blocks and A-bodies, that's a life choice, man.
Oh,
it's a little big block, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's forever because that car will never drive on a road course once it's got a big block in it.
Right.
If you go big block Chevy, you can just run zoomies out the top of the fender, and it's acceptable.
Oh no.
Well, if you went
Chevy?
big block Mopar, you
They
could go
say
twin turbo.
Damn right, I said Chevy. Both
Aren't the exhaust manifolds on Chevys backwards?
Only if you're putting turbos
The
on
whole
it.
engine's back.
That's all I've
What are
ever
you talking
seen.
about?
I was like,
Yeah.
they need that boost though.
Just Mopar Joe called me up 2 weeks ago and said, I got this Chinese company wants to send me a turbo. What do you think? And I'm like, man, you get that turbo and you figure it out and you tell me all the secrets.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
And they get me
Bigfoot
hooked up
Mopar
with that
nut.
Chinese company.
Gary takes those
Bigfoot
little
Mopar nut. You remember the
centrifugal superchargers, and he put one on a Smog 400. Nothing done to the engine. Boom, 620 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if the guy's still driving it, runs on pump gas. It's better than my combination.
Dude,
Hey, Big Richard,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
could I drop you out for a minute?
yeah,
I
that's
got
fine.
Jed
Go ahead.
here.
Yeah. So the white Mustang on my channel, the under pressure Mustang, that thing is like, it's an SBE 302 with God knows how many miles. It has a really nice set of heads, a really nice cam, and then a Chinese 70 on it. And dude, that thing makes it's got a Phytech on it too, because we got it from
I'm gonna go check on coffee. I'll be right
a
back.
buddy's work, and dude, that thing fucking rips, dude.
Hey, how much did you want for that 800? that EFI setup. Or just PM me it.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, like I got a deal on it, and I paid.
Jed, you got here in time
I
for
paid
the EFI
$14.50 for it, so that's
Yeah.
exactly what I paid.
Well, I only brought that up because
just in time.
I only brought that up because Jed's here now. So
Oh,
You guys suck. I didn't want you to kick out Big Richard. I actually wanted to talk to him.
Right?
He's got a Barry Grant carburetor in one of his videos, and I was like, I need that.
I talked to Rob today, Jed, for about 30 minutes on the phone. He tried his hardest to find me one piston, and he couldn't do it. So
there's like nothing available.
Yeah,
that's what I found out after a couple hours today. I had to just get a whole new box of them.
Did you go ahead and order a new box?
Waiting. I'm not going to use the block that I got in the video. I got to go on Saturday and get a new block.
Yeah, I just watched that video. What it turned out to be a 318?
No, that was just Jay fucking with us. It's a 360, but it's 30 over with factory 30 over pistons in it.
Okay.
And there's no cross hatching left, and one of the pistons got a big valve.
Oh no! Really?
I saw a shiny mark on one of those pistons.
Yeah, that's when I hit it with the wire wheel to see how far down it went into it. But
are the heads and stuff okay? The heads and everything good?
Yeah, the heads are fine. The heads are great. I mean, that's the whole reason we really bought it.
Yeah.
So you guys set a set of aluminum heads then. That's what you got.
Yep. Set of early 2000s 6077 Edelbrock heads.
Those will help.
Yeah. Closed chambered.
You'll be able to run a little bit more compression with those too.
What's a combustion chamber size?
Is it 66 cc?
They're probably 66 or 58.
So is it larger or smaller?
No. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't.
It's smaller than anything factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only heads I think that would be comparable would be like the 273 Commando heads because they were closed chambered.
Okay.
But yeah, the Edelbrock heads they'll definitely be closed chambered. I think.
58 or 60 cc, I bet somewhere in there, huh?
Yeah, 58. About 58 or something around that. Yeah.
Are they 58? That seems awfully small.
Gotta say, if it's that small, man, you can run a flat top and
a big block Mopar is 88. That's normal.
Yeah, for 906.
My Edelbrocks were the 84.
906,
might be
452, all of them.
65. I can't remember right now off my head.
No,
I agree with Mopar Nut. They're about like 86.
Who's the guy in the top right-hand corner?
Mopar Nut 62.
Oh, holy shit!
I don't come on camera.
I was
I'm
going
not
to
as
say,
pretty
well,
as Bigfoot.
well,
I hope he's not
just,
coming.
just hold out your hand so I can shake your hand, sir. You've been a viewer of mine for fucking forever.
Oh, any comments?
He's a viewer of everybody.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Apparently, I hate Blake for some reason. I don't understand.
They had to make YouTube around Mopar Nut 62.
I told you, I love Fidel.
Mopar Nut 62. Are you into big block Chevrolet stuff? If you are,
I don't mind working on them. I just don't want to own them.
I don't blame you.
Okay?
I don't blame you.
I don't mind working on them. Don't mind driving them. Don't mind beating them. It's okay, but I do like my Mopar.
I love owning them. I don't like working on them.
Hey, Jed, how'd you get rid of Darren Bryson?
I haven't.
Oh, it's a laundry list of big block stroker builds every fucking video.
Oh, he just left me a comment, and I don't want to talk trash, but he just left me a comment about how I should keep Super Tricks on my car because they look tougher than Keystones, and it's like, well, Super Tricks are stamped right in the wheel hoops, not for street use or for drag racing only. And I'm only going to put my bias plied drag slicks on them in my front runners. So, yeah, not driving those in the street, guy.
So when you were talking about having trouble getting those front ones to seal, Jed, the ones I had like seam sealer just caked in there. They sealed the shit out of that on the front runners of the Super Tricks. So they
Yeah,
hold
I'm
right-
gonna-
Or what color was the seam seal?
That's probably because they're aluminum. I mean,
or some sort of silicone or something. I don't know.
Wow.
some tire shops will do that with aluminum rims.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bigfoot,
but
do
you
you
use the
remember?
actual stuff though.
I'm
Don't
gonna
use
run
silicone
tubes in
base.
all 4 tires.
Were
You
those
say
super
something,
tricks that are on the front of my Cuda Bigfoot? I don't remember. I don't know those.
I don't know.
very
I
well.
didn't look at them that close.
Super
I could
Tricks
tell by
bolt
looking at them.
together. That Super Tricks, they bolt together with 15 hex-headed bolts. Anki wheels use Allen heads. They use about 20 to 25. Don't quote me. And center lines have 30, I think, rivets.
The Super Tricks are a little bit more rounded too than the center lines.
Yeah, I don't think these are super tricks.
Yeah, I think Mike Honcho and Jezebel would
Hard
be a
to-
good race.
The glare
I
is.
like the Keystones on Jezebel. Leave them
What,
alone.
what we got on the Jezebel? What's happening? What have I missed?
It gives Chevys and Fords nightmares. That's nightmare fuel right there.
Oh,
Those are center lines.
Yeah, I figured.
You know,
Spin line auto
Bogart
drag.
Wheels makes a reproduction of the Super Tricks. They look exactly like them. They're called the bolted fly. But if you
Yeah,
want to
they
buy
do.
like a brand new set of Super Tricks,
Mike, what was the part
What
number on your heads
number?
again?
It was 6077.
6077. I'm going to get you the specs on them.
Dust Devil.
6077.
Dust Devil, speak for yourself. My cars, I don't work on them. They always work.
They're older, so you'll find like a 6077-8 or something before you'll find the 6077s.
Yeah.
I had to
that's
dig a
right.
lot on like Moparts and Allpar and shit, just in like thread discussion. Is the only
have
thing
they
I
had
ever
any work
found.
done to them, or are they
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much virgin?
They're slightly ported, like gasket matched, but
Yeah.
they're not all the way down into the runners.
Because Gary works a lot of magic on heads.
That's what you were saying.
I'm going to say there should be a number after that last 7 should be 6077. Then there should be a fifth
Nope.
number.
Nope, that's what
Oh,
keeps
no.
popping up, but you got to look a little bit harder. They're
I thought
older.
John Wilburn was going to bed. He's back.
He's getting up for work.
Already?
The guy sent a
Said-
set of kinetic head gaskets with them, but
Nice.
we're
So when
getting
you were talking about that Chinese turbo company that got a hold of Joe, they got a hold of another guy that I'm YouTube friends with, Michigan Muscle Cars. They
Oh,
gave
yeah,
him
yeah,
one too, and he's putting it on a G body. But yeah, they had a deal where you have to do like an unboxing video, and then you have to meet certain constraints and stuff like
in a
that.
certain timeline. You got to have it bolted on and running or some shit.
Yeah. Now is he's not putting that in the purple power.
I don't know what he's doing with it. It's going on that big block, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's
You're
going to the
talking about
Barracuda.
Joe and his Max Peating Rods crap.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, those
they're all
people
over the place
harassed me
now.
for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I had like 4 different contacts from that company reach out to me. It's like, just fuck off.
What was the coilover company that got a hold of me from China, saying they wanted to send me suspension parts for the
I got
Barracuda?
an old Edelbrock catalog. I'll see what's in here. Oh, that's probably too old.
Yeah, that is a good guy. Keeps all the old catalogs. That's what I do. I
Luckily.
still have a PAW catalog.
Luckily, I haven't had anybody contact me about anything.
Just
I
you
wouldn't
wait,
rush
Ryan.
It's all draining out of my fucking wallet.
Just you wait.
Nobody's contacted me. I just hit 600.
Wait,
Well, I'm going to send all mine to you, man. You want them?
Jugs.
Oh, no, you can't have
Send some subscribers, then we'll talk.
yeah.
I mean, they should be contacting me. All my stuff's slow, but it's brand name.
Yeah. I
I was
went
gonna
to
say, I'm not giving up my Jigs deal.
my buddy John
Well,
Dodson.
we're all
Yeah.
Super Clean's whore because Super Clean's the first one to come get you.
Yeah. I haven't
They
even
are.
I haven't even been tapped on the shoulder by them yet. The
I felt ashamed to be having their kitty litter in the video yesterday or today. We ripped the Super Clean logo off of it because they sent us the big email, like, use it. email us the video that you use it in. And I go, well, if I don't like it, I'm not going to. Well, we'll send it to you anyway. And I use it. I'm like, I don't see, this is like LA Awesome from the Dollar Tree. Gasoline works better. So I never used it. I kept their shit and gave it away to people that stopped by the garage. We got creepers, not only just Brian, right, Judd?
My
But
catalog's too old. Sorry, Blake. It's 77.
We've had like 4 random people stop at the shop while we've been working since we started YouTube. And like, we hand them a bottle of the super clean shit that they sent us. Here you go. See ya.
You should put it in like smaller bottles so that way you have more for other people.
Right.
Dilute that shit down with water. There you go, man.
Mm-hmm.
This will clean the shit out of anything.
Little sampler bottles.
We had a guy from Des Moines, Iowa, just walk right into the garage like he owned the place.
Dude, I would fucking trip balls. That'd be the worst thing for anybody to do to me.
Could I have a beer? Jerby's like the most friendly person you ever met. Yeah, man, here, have a beer.
Didn't they at least introduce themselves before they walked in?
I don't remember who the fuck the guy was. Wow. He was a real ornery bastard, though. And all he wanted to do was tell us about his shit.
I have a neighbor.
Yeah, come on.
I have a neighbor. He's pretty cool. He's like 74 or 5. He always works on boats and shit. And but he doesn't pay attention to his surroundings. I was outside filming one day with me and Jake and somebody else, and he walks up and we were like talking to the camera, and he walks up and he just walks up behind us. Hey, what are you guys doing? He stayed for like 3 fucking hours talking about boats. I'm like, shit. Did you see we're fucking busy here? He had no clue, man. No clue. I hope nobody ever shows up at my house. I was watching somebody. Did you see that about Derek the other day? Somebody went onto his property and vice grip and got into a bunch of his cars and shit and stole something.
That sucks.
Man.
The only one that's
Like,
ever
that's
came
why I
on
got
my property is
cameras
Bigfoot, and he was invited.
There you go, Leah. They see it.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's pretty
She wanted
legit.
to show off her Legos she built quick. Sorry.
I think I was
Okay.
impressed. It was better than I've ever done with those.
I can't even make a brick with Legos, so
My kids used to bring me these things, these elaborate says, "Hey, Dad, can you help me build it?" And one day I sat down, like, yeah, I'll knock this out, kid. 3.5 hours later, I'm in the bedroom cussing, throwing shit around, and he walks out and he's like, Dad's, I think Dad's had enough.
I had to build a space shuttle for Christmas for my daughter out of Legos.
No, not for me. I miss the old Legos where you had like 5 different squares to choose from, that's all you had.
Well, now you got
real
wheels,
creative.
you got people,
Oh.
you got everything. You got
Got little
windshields.
axles and stuff.
Yeah, decals. And,
Remember when Walmart used to sell model kits with model car paint and glue and everything?
Yeah, well, they did this
No.
this Christmas.
Well,
They
they
did it
used
in my
to.
Walmart, and I stocked up because they were cheap.
yeah.
Oh,
that's the supercharger kit, isn't it? On your screen?
Yeah, there's a supercharger on that 74.
I was gonna say there was a charger kit. They either called it the supercharger or the street charger.
This is the street charger, the 1/16 scale.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got one. I never finished it.
I'm gonna probably redo this one and open the doors. Have the doors open.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a guy in Ireland. He puts all the lights. He makes all the lights work. Interior lights, outside lights. It's insane, man.
I used to be pretty heavy into the modeling stuff. I even started a little Facebook page for it called Hot Rodding and Scale. I did like lace paint jobs and shit.
Ballpark
Dust
nuts.
Devil.
He's the model car guy, man. I mean, look at his
Dust
screen.
Devil says he's gonna have to build his duster out of Legos if he doesn't get busy.
It might be faster, Dust Devil.
Might be lighter weight.
Brian's getting some shit done, man.
Oh yeah.
You're getting more done than me.
You just gotta. Don't worry about all the technology. Just slap the damn things on. I don't understand how this works. Don't worry about it. Just put it on.
I wish I could just slam my Belvedere together. I'm too worried about the paint.
Paint shouldn't be a worry.
Yeah, screw paint. I gave up on it. I did it for a living for like 12, 13 years, and everything I have will have scratches, primer. I'll never paint something of my own. I started one time. I had a 63 Nova. I stripped down the whole front end, painted the engine bay, redid the engine, painted it, painted the front, primed the fenders. I was doing all kinds of shit to it. I got about halfway through it. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I left the primer front end. I spray painted some scallops on it and called it a day.
When I was 19, I started on my 74-speed Duster.
Yeah.
And when I was 23, I sold it as a roller.
Yeah. Yeah. I love doing it for other people. Like, I love watching other people be happy that their stuff looks good, but it's like, I'm too critical, man. I'll work a panel for 12 hours and walk away from it, and then the next day I'll come and wipe it and put a little shine on it, and I'm like, oh, dude, there's a low spot. Oh, shit, there's a high spot.
Yeah, but that's the other side of that. You take it down to the Walmart, and bang, there's a scratch.
Exactly. That's why Honcho will remain in its shade.
My buddy used to have, my neighbor had a 74 Duster that he picked up about 10 years ago, and it had one of them $60 California paint jobs.
Yeah.
Remember them back in the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Take the car down, mask them off, and paint them quick for you.
We call them Earl Shive paint jobs down here.
Oh, that was terrible, man. It was terrible. I mean, 20-footer. It was great. Not up close.
Hey.
Fucking bugs and shit in the paint.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hair follicles. Somebody's keys knocked it.
It was like how Jurassic Park cloned their dinosaurs. You could go in there and get a mosquito out of the paint job. And
that's the shit. When you buy the car, it's got 8-inch deep crow's feet all over it. Somebody paint this shit with acrylic? What's going on here?
Well, think how nervous I am with the Barracuda, man. I'm one bad rainstorm away from all that moss getting knocked off the roof of the car. I'm trying to keep that as long as I can.
One of my favorite all-time YouTube videos ever was a guy, Pisser's channel. He did a video called Wham Bam Trans Am, and he took it was like a mixed match 76, 78 Trans Am, and he painted it in one video.
Oh, nice.
Painted it white, you know, saying, and then he would, like, when a bug would land, he goes, "Oh, this guy's a professional paint fucker upper here." You know? And he would, like, zoom in on him and stuff. It was one of the.
Don't you guys remember when UTG painted the dart red?
Yeah.
Remember that?
What's that?
They painted that Duster green. I don't even know whatever happened to that Duster.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
either.
still around.
I know it's like just sitting at his house doing nothing, like a lot of his stuff. I don't know what he's doing with it.
Who's that?
I've seen a couple of Chargers in there that I really would like to have. He's got like a 73 or 74 in there somewhere.
He's got a 66.
Well, he's got a 73 Roadrunner.
Yeah, 340 car.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too. That's another.
Who's this?
Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I know
like,
Tony
I was
pissed off
lusting
quite a
after
few
that.
people the other day.
Why? What happened?
Oh, he did that video. I know he got me kind of riled up about making fun about people taking deals from companies and for having
Doing intros for their videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "We need to step up our game around here. We're professionals."
I
Yeah.
felt a little bit
What?
attacked just because I recently took that deal with Jags.
Yeah.
But in my own defense, I could walk away at any time, and it took me a solid month to make a final decision. I didn't want to seem like I sold out, and that was part of our agreement. Was if your products suck, I get to say it.
Well, I mean, why would anybody bust somebody's balls about making a deal with somebody to help them better their channel in some form?
Yeah.
Well, that was my whole thought process, was pass these deals along to the viewers, because I mean, it's not like we're, there's not like they're getting any kind of like real say in the channel, but it's also like we're not like partnering with some like pro comp, like some
Right.
Chinese company. We're partnering with an actual.
But Jed, you're always sharing that contact too with everybody. You know, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
when I was looking for parts, Jed's like, "Hey, you got to get a hold of this guy." You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I got robbed.
You were doing that before you got offered the deal.
It's fucking networking, man. Like that's the only way you keep the shit moving too. I mean, I don't get that. Like when he said that about the intros, I'm like, you're just pissed because my intro kicks fucking ass.
John Wilburn goes in the comments, says Bad Trees intro is awesome.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, your intro is fucking killer because it like the music, everything, man, like the everything, and it does it so in such a short time. Mine's too long, but I don't give a shit because I like the song.
It's how you do it. I mean, you can do it entertainingly, or you can do it where like My Car Shop goes and he explains every single time before his intro. Stick around for 30 seconds and watch my intro. I don't think that's the way you do it.
No.
But
You know?
I show my non-car friends Streetcar Chronicles No Name National video. That thing is awesome. Where you're walking
Thanks, bro.
around, not Mike Honcho, and you're like waving your hands and you're putting a price on Jesus with your cigarette. You know, It's like, man.
You know what's funny about that? I'll tell you something funny about that. That video, I hated it. Like when we made it, like I was not in the right mood for it because we had been doing some other stuff that day, and I had originally had a plan. I wanted to go to this place that I used to street race, years and when I first started street racing, and we drove over there and they put up condos and shit. Now I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you put condos up back here? People used to get raped back here, like what's going on? And so I was kind of bummed out, and then we went to my buddy's like new subdivision, like directly behind his house. And I called him. I was like, "Hey, are you home?" He goes, "No." I was like, "Okay, cool, man. Well, if anybody complains about some crap going on in the neighborhood, just tell them you don't know who they are." And then the drone had a problem. We can get the drone to work right. Like nothing worked right. So I was like, when I was going through the video shit, I was like, God damn, how am I gonna make this cool? And then the damn lens. I just bought that lens. And I had never tested it out, so I didn't know what it was going to look like. I thought it was like a wide angle. I didn't realize it was like looking through the inside of a can. So, like when I was reviewing the footage, I'm like, "Shit!"
You know what would have made that video a hell of a lot cooler?
What?
A Mopar.
Jesus, well, y'all have them all up there, man. There ain't none down here anymore. Y'all
Dude, we bought them 268 Fastback Barracudas like 3 years ago. We still haven't even got them.
If you would have left them down here for us, I mean, you guys took all the good ones back because all y'all's rusted out.
Apparently, Texas is not where you get rust-free cars.
It's only good if it's like nowhere further south than Austin. You get further south than Austin, it goes to shit. Like when I sold that 73 Mustang I had, the guy told me, he goes, "Man, we just drove down to South Texas to almost," they were like damn near in damn near Corpus Christi. And he's like, "Yeah, we got all the way down there, and that car was a rusty piece of shit." I'm like, yeah, you're right by the ocean, dude. Like,
Yeah.
When you were driving 8 hours south, did you not go, I don't know, man?
I don't know. According to some
That's why
guys,
the
they're not
East
as easy to
Coast
find in
sucks.
Texas as they used to be. I got a guy coming up from Texas that's buying all my stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's
There's a D100
where are you out of?
Dodge truck in North
Minnesota.
Dakota that I really
Oh, you're
want.
up in
Same as Bigfoot. About 25 miles away.
Oh, okay, what part of Minnesota y'all in?
I'm
South
in
of
the
cities.
city, so
Okay,
I'm in the suburbs south of the city.
my
It's
wife,
Canada, basically, man.
my wife's from Kalamazoo.
I think I might have seen that somewhere. Is that Wisconsin?
Kalamazoo, yeah, it's Kalamazoo, Michigan, but it's
that's across the whole lake.
Yeah, well, then they have family over there, and then they have Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and it's all up in there. All up in there. So, have you seen a Sasquatch up there?
No, yeah, there's some truth there in that story.
Dude, NSB.
Dude, that was they beat me in my own gimmick.
Damn.
It was like, oh my god, that was
Well, here's the deal, dude. They beat me to. I have a Bigfoot suit.
dude.
Yeah,
And-
but can you be as fat as they
Those
are?
things are expensive.
You could rename your channel to Skunk Apes and Chevys.
So I have
Oh.
since they beat me. What'd you say?
Skunk Apes and Chevys instead of Bigfoots and Mopars.
Wood boogers.
So now I gotta figure out a way to bring Sasquatch in, redeem you to NSB, and then I have to take out both NSB and you.
Well, don't overfeed the Sasquatch like NSB did, okay?
Dude,
that guy
when
could
I saw
barely
that,
walk.
I just died laughing.
Run out to the road, have your son run out with a tire pump and plug it into the Sasquatch there and blow it back up.
What I'm thinking about doing is every video I do, I'm gonna have just a random Sasquatch poke in the background.
Well, dude, yeah. See, it's like now
You guys should read the chat.
Now
Well,
that
that's like Dirt Every
it's just
Day
like,
did
man,
that.
I was planning on trying to do some of that stuff, but now everyone's like gonna beat me to it. That when I did the foot things, I was gonna try to slowly kind of ease into it,
Dude, you should still just do it. I'm not doing another video about No Name Nationals till my car runs.
Well,
Same here. That's why I haven't posted anything.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something that Ryan and me and Duddy were talking about, thinking about getting some of the other guys in our little circle here involved with, called No Name Anonymous. And what I was going to do is take multiple camera shot angles of our garage, and what you got to do is go to Walmart and get $10 in green fabric and just sit in a chair with the green fabric behind you and send me the video clip. And we'll make it like a wedding planner where you sit, so you know who. Okay, Jed, you're to the left of me. Ryan, you're to my right. And Jeremy's going to be teaching the class because his car's done. And we all come in. We're like, my name's Blake. Just windowed the block. I have a problem.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be always drunk, going, "You don't have problems until you buy a fucking big block and a goddamn G body."
But do No Name Anonymous like once a month, and I'll do like the green screen editing and shit, and whoever wants to post it on their channel that month, I'll just send it out, and then they can post it on their channel.
So,
yeah, that'd be
for
awesome.
my other channel thing that I want to do, but
My name's Bigfoot's Molars.
My name's Jeff
Dustin will have
Scott.
to be in one of the meetings.
I hate tire smoke and my clutches explode.
I got that problem too, man.
My name's Ryan. I'm from Street Car Chronicles, and all my YouTube friends are all Mopar guys.
Damn it.
There's got to be a couple more Chevy guys out there. They're just not that around anymore.
No, because they're all LS guys now.
Scared all the other Chevy guys away.
And I
Jeremy's a slut. He's got a Chevy van, a Ford truck, and the Dart.
That's true.
He has though.
There's a 72
Can't blame him
GTO that's
about the
been in my
Ford van, though.
periphery for a while, but I just,
Yeah. Hey,
The van is sweet.
what about the two hacks guys, man? They're coming along. I think I want a piece of them.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They
Did you see
think
the
that GTO is pretty
what was that,
bad.
GTO? The green car?
Yeah,
Did you see it haul?
yeah,
You see the way it was hauling?
It
yeah.
was all right,
I remember my first
I
hot
like
rod.
but everything on
Gary's-
camera looks slower.
My engine
No.
builder Gary just built a 400 Pontiac that made 500 horsepower with steel heads.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
the
there's a little
ponchos are
epoxy in them now.
Yeah. No, they're cool. They're cool. I like their style. He has a pretty cool style the way he does his videos. I like it.
They're almost too professional for me.
Yeah.
Like got the mic.
No, I like
sound
the way
and
Jimmy
stuff.
just
And
keeps
I
it
like the
alive.
guys, but yeah, it's car show stuff. And I
It
like,
does seem a little bit like I like the editing, like he uses the gong and shit like that. It's pretty cool. But like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, it's like I'm trying to watch like two guys' garage on Speed Vision.
Yeah, I actually got into a focus group for Motor Trend on Demand here in the Twin Cities. They set us up. There's like about 10 of us, and we went to this really fancy like office with two-way windows, and they had the chandelier on the table that was actually cameras to record all of our facial things. And the first thing I said is, you got to ditch all the velocity stuff. The only good shows are Roadkill Garage, Engine Masters, and Dirt Every Day.
Yeah.
And then the guy sitting across from me like just points at me. He's like, "Yes," and it turns out he's the like an engineer at QA1 Shocks here in town. So
And then he goes, "You know who you should put on Motor Trend? Scott Speed Shop."
yeah,
No.
well, I pitched that idea.
No.
I don't think
Dude,
Scott likes that idea, but
I pitched the
No.
idea of like, you know, just randomly focusing on like a YouTube channel that's got a little bit of traction. You know, you don't have to, it'd be cheap. It would be a cheap program. You know, you would just like, just randomly just kind of focus on a channel, you know, not necessarily follow them forever, you know.
You know, it'd be cool to do a roadkill episode every month, but we
But
just
most of the
can't
other
do
people,
that.
their favorite shows were Meekum and Barrett Jackson car auctions. So I'm like, I hate these people.
did you guys
Well, the
see the
TV viewing
roadkill?
audience is like a brain dead audience. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't take
Fair.
much to entertain them. So, like when you go and you check out Jed's channel, you're actually going to learn something from it because he's going to tell you, "Hey, here's a 750 Holly, here's choke horn, here's how I adjust it, and all this shit."
I might
Take a
just
van
start-
out
Did you
in the
ever see the
woods, how to get it
roadkill?
running.
You just
But then you
started
got like
talking
Derek,
carburetors.
where it's just he says funny mannerisms and shit, and you don't need much brain power to follow along with it. And that I think that's why stuff's
Are you
like
talking about
stuff
Vice
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah,
easy.
a
Roadkill,
good
roadkill.
example is my sister. We drove Jezebel and the van out to a family gathering, and my sister came up to me, and she knows she's not a car person at the slightest. And she came up to Dad and I, and she's like, "You guys are gonna be so proud of me. I found an automotive YouTube channel besides yours that I like watching." I was like, "Who?" She goes, "I like that Vice Grip Garage guy because he's always talking about the widgets and the danglers and the doo-doo dives." And I was like,
Oh,
Dana,
man.
you gotta get fucking good taste in fucking
You know,
channel.
Dylan McCool and him started at the same time, and there's a reason why Derek's at 1 million and Dylan's at 200 and whatever.
Well, I
Dylan,
talked to Jed
Dylan's
about
teaching you.
Dylan has a lot of old videos where all he did was like put up lyrics to Creedence Clearwater Revival songs while they were playing, and somehow, you know, his channel didn't get taken down. So he built like viewers that way, I think, before he ever got into the whole car thing, didn't he?
I'd say that probably helped him quite a bit.
I don't know. YouTube channel for me would be Chris Birdsong's channel. That's the
Yeah,
channel I love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris kills
When
it.
he was cutting the back of that Charger, man, to make it fit and everything, dude, that's talent, dude.
By the
He
way-
was cutting that valance so it was perfect like it should be, and then welded it back together again. That's a trick most people don't know.
I don't
Hey,
want to
guys.
toot my own horn, but those videos he just posted wouldn't have came out if I had not convinced him to go ahead and put them out.
Really?
He just did on patina and stuff. He's got all that old footage, and he was thinking about scrapping it all when he called me, and I was like, "Dude, people want content from you. They don't care if it's from fucking 5 years ago or from yesterday, and they want to see the progression on patina, especially. So put that shit out there. Find a way to make that stuff relevant and work."
Yeah, it seemed like patina just kind of dropped off there for a while, and
Yeah.
I really
Hey,
like
not
that.
Is that the patina? Is that the guy with
Turquoise.
the? Yeah, Chevelle Malibu or wagon or something. No,
No,
what is it?
Chris only does Chargers.
No,
Oh.
Not
I'm thinking
to
of
cut you
another
guys off, but I do got to get going to bed here. So
Oh,
I don't know if you guys
Oh,
want to
all right.
continue
No
on
problem.
your other channels or whatever, but I'm gonna call it a night.
Hey, well, not a
All
bad
right,
test, Ryan.
yeah, Ryan.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Even though you
thanks
had
for
Blake on.
coming on and talking all that stuff, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
All right. Good night, guys.
Check y'all later.
Later, guys.
Good night. See ya. It was fun.
Bye.